Taking the applause from some of the supporters around us, and the two captains, Ollie Pearce of course with the York City captain's armband, and Bert McGavin with the referee Darren Drysdale. We will see who goes shooting in the first half. Where York City will be shooting towards the north stand, so I'd suggest that Ollie Pearce has potentially won the toss there. He wants to be shooting towards the south stand in the second half as Yorkie the Lion makes his way through the penalty area for his usual position in front of Block SC, right behind the goal away to our left-hand side. York City players and the Yeovil players get into a huddle. We're almost ready for the off. Ian, how are you feeling?
I can't wait. I actually can't wait for this game to kick off. Listen to that. Can you even hear me? Probably not. I'm telling you more genius stuff, David. The players' hearts right now. This is why you want to be a footballer. You want to play in atmospheres and stadiums like this, winning games, competing for the top level trophies as in the league. These players will love it, David. Hopefully Yeovils don't quite love it as quite so much.
Well, York City are going to be kicking off here, so Yeovil have actually won the toss and done the decent thing on what could be a momentous day for York City.
Fair play to Yeovil for doing that, if that's what they've done. Must be.
Referee,
and here we go, David.
Yeah, here we go. Referee just checking that everyone's ready to go.
There's lots of people watching that are here with their little mobile devices watching a certain other game that's going on down south. So we'll know if anything happens.
We will try and do our best to share what is going on down at Braintree with you. As we mentioned, you would expect them to get all 3 points. That's the roar as the game gets underway. City play it back to Harrison Mill. He has to dodge a red balloon that's on the pitch and plays it long in his purple shirt down the centre of the field, looking for Fagan Walcott, who started the game up front from the kick-off here, which is not noticed that in previous games. And Yeovil pick it up on the left-hand side. Have you seen Falakai move straight up front?
Yeah. The standard has been set already. Yeovil know what's coming. We're not going to sit back, David. That's one thing.
Josh Jones, look at him charging down the goalkeeper here.
We're keen to get the points, get the goals, get the win, and then worry about Rochdale later on.
Full of energy, Josh Jones, after his enforced break. Yeovil have it at the back on the right-hand side with McQuainer. He's got a bit of time to try and calm things down for the home team. And he sends it across to the left-hand side. Now he goes to Mafiko. He gives away possession to Alex Hunt. Hunt to Banks. King on the right-hand wing. He goes back in field to King, who's got some space to turn. 20 yards from away from the penalty area. He spins, hits a Yeovil man. That's going to spin behind for a corner kick, is it? No, Yeovil will just keep it in play. And then that's a poor clearance straight to Alex Hunt. But his touch lets him down. And the striped white and green and white shirts get the ball back on the edge of their own penalty area. McGavin gets away from Banks. Tries playing it forward, again intercepted by Alex Hunt. He gives it to Pearce, tackle comes in on him, ball rebounds to King. Banks will come across this near side, puts the tackle in, and that goes into touch off the Yeovil man, and that'll be a York City throw-in.
Well done, Ollie Banks there. Absolutely determined to win the ball. I think the Yeovil number 29, is it? Or 28? Yeah. I think he left his foot in on Ollie Banks there, you know. Just Ollie Banks feeling the top of his foot.
Well, he's all right. He's just limping away a little bit, and he's looking at the defender as well. Yeah. I think he's having a quiet word with him.
Yeah, he left a little bit in late there.
So a throw for York that Brooks takes short to King. He could put the cross in if he wants to. Plays it back to Brooks. He'll put it left-footed from this right-hand side into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Not bad. Not a bad idea.
So it remains 0-0. And long ball downfield from the goalkeeper to the right-hand side, trying to catch York City out defensively. And the Yeovil man will get there before Mark Kitchen. Tight against the right-hand touchline. Lays it back into midfield. Now forward down the line. That's over here. And Alex Hunt is going to shepherd that ball out of play. That'll be a York City goal kick. 0-0. 2 minutes 20 on the clock here at the LNER Community Stadium on BBC Radio York. Of course, whatever happens here this afternoon, you'll be wanting to have your say. So 08000 321 333 on WhatsApp. Start your message with the word York. 81333 on the text. Again, start your message with the word York at BBC York Sport. We'll go through those throughout the... are we early evening now, Ian? Afternoon still?
Well, it's still afternoon, isn't it? Officially until 6 p.m. Is that right?
It feels like it's afternoon, sitting in the glorious sunshine here at the minute.
It's a classic end of season sort of weather, isn't it? We take the wind away, obviously, but the sunshine is belting down.
Zach Johnson in the centre circle gives it to Alex Hunt. Now it's forward to Boateng as the crowd all get on their feet around us. Kitchen back to Johnson once more. Hunt. Yeovil got everyone back behind the ball. King. Interesting that the Yeovil manager in his pre-match press conference on Thursday said he won't be coming here to time waste, so we'll hold him to that.
Yeah, we will, absolutely. It'd be nice if they don't, because City, as we know, when teams have a little go at us, yes, they can get the odd chance or two, but York City, more often than not, come out on top in those sorts of clashes.
It's definitely a 5-4-1 here at the minute from Yeovil. As Boateng has it, they're going to try and force York City to break them down, which doesn't really match up with they were going to try and play on the front foot and have a go. Mantra that was being given out on Thursday, but you never know. Across the left-hand side, City move it to Kitchen. Now to Boateng. There's a bank of 5 and then a bank of 4 about 10 yards in front of them with just a lone striker, James Daly. King on the right-hand side, comes in off the wing, lays it off back to Ollie Banks to put a cross into the box, and he comes, that's a good cross. Pearce gets across his man and hits the post, but he's flagged offside. Lovely ball again from Ollie Banks.
Yeah.
Ollie Pearce just couldn't direct it towards the net. Come off the outside of the post, but the flag was up anyway. It wouldn't have counted. It stays 0-0, 4.5 minutes gone.
It's clear Ollie Banks' remit is between him and King. When it comes to Ollie Banks, he gets that ball put in as almost first time, every time. First time, whip it in just before, just try in front of the keeper, and hopefully a runner gets on the end of it. Good signs for City.
Ball forward from Yeovil. Still inside their own half, and they've given it away. Alex Hunt, 30 yards from goal, plays it through in some space on the edge of the area there. Now it falls to Stones. He goes left, shoots, goalkeeper has to palm it away and behind for a corner kick. Good move, York City. Yeovil giving the ball away.
Yeah, great interplay between the City players there. Banks, Pearce, Stones. Good movement. Yeovil didn't know whether they were they didn't know what they were chasing, to be honest. And City, good shot from Stones. Is it a corner? It's a corner, isn't it?
Yeah, they tried to claim it didn't go out, but it did go out. The linesman's flag was up a long time before the decision was actually given.
Yeah. And
they've belted the ball clear back to halfway here of Yeovil, so the corner kick had to be delayed to be taken, which is a little bit naughty. Alex Hunt goes and retrieves it. Who's this in the far corner that's going to take this corner kick? And it comes now. It's to back post. One in the air by the Yeovil man, forced to Stones, but he's forced out of the box and back to goal. He lays it off back to here on Boateng. Boateng will sing a deep cross in, and he gets too much on that, and he goes over the bar. Gets a round of applause off his manager. 0-0, goal kick to the away team.
The issue there was for Boateng, actually. It was a cross, but actually it proved that the shot was on. It was a bad cross that went over the bar, but if he'd actually had a shot, he'd probably got nearer the goal. Good football from City though. They're certainly setting the stall out from the off here, David. They are not going to sit back, that is for sure. They're going to have a go. They're going to try and get goals here. And I tell you what, when they do, because I'm saying when because we expect them to score, this place will erupt.
Well, they always score, Ian.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. You can always feel confident in this side that they'll certainly create chances and more often than not put it in the back of the net.
Fagan Walcott comes forward from his usual position at the back into Ollie Banks in the centre circle. Moving across to the left hand side is Ollie Banks. Now he gives it to Kitchen to Boateng. Again, Yeovil all 11 back behind the ball in their defensive third here. Now it's Fagan Walcott. They're clearly saying you're going to have to come and break us down.
Yes, they are sitting back a bit more than we'd hope, but City have had all the ball and we know that this team can cut through teams at will almost.
Brooks tries to put the cross in, then he deflects off the Yeovil man back into him and goes out of play for a Yeovil throw. At this stage of the season, when you've got nothing to play for, if you were playing for a team that came and did this though, would you find it pretty disappointing? Would you be frustrated as a striker? Wouldn't you want to have a bit of a go? Because it doesn't matter to them. You would, but their manager will have been in their ears saying he doesn't want to lose because it's a loss on his record. Some of these players might be playing for contracts as well, so they're going to listen to what the manager's asking them to do. I've never been in a team that hasn't gone out and given 100%. That's just I'm sure they're giving 100%.
Yeah, but
it's just a frustrating.
It is, yeah.
Especially you travel such a long distance for their fans to come and watch 90 minutes of this. If this is what it turns into.
Exactly. Yeah. No, couldn't agree more.
But you're right. I'm sure if York City were down the bottom of the league and were up against a team that could win the title, they would do something similar.
We'd want to stop them winning, wouldn't we? It's the footballers' mentality. Football fans want the same as well.
Fagan Walcott then on the right hand side, still goalless here as it is down at Cressing Road in Braintree. Johnson, Boateng, he'll come over halfway. Got 11 Yeovil players between him and the ball. Now to Johnson, he gives it to Fagan Walcott.
There's that added spice as well with the Yeovil connection.
Of course,
you know they won't want to concede anything.
Johnson. I presume Matt's here today. I've not seen him.
They are, yeah, everyone's here today. They're in good spirits.
Down the left-hand side.
Confident.
Kitchen tries to put the cross in. That's blocked immediately. Spins into touch for a York City throw-in. Level with the edge of the penalty area, far side of the field. In front of the packed West Stand. Just the one block of seating spare. Shame they couldn't just put some netting over those seats, or a little bit less netting, and just open up a few more rows behind the goal.
Yeah, and everyone could have got in. Oh, it's just cement, isn't it? I mean, other than those that block, this is a full stadium.
So long throwbacks come in now from Ben Brooks. And it comes. It's a high, loopy one, flicked on by Stones into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Stones just getting his header wrong there. Just come off the wrong side of it, his head. Just needed to be flicked on back into the danger zone. It's gone into the keeper's hands.
Yeovil try and come over halfway. They only find Fagan Walcott.
This wind's deceiving, David, as well. There's a swirly breeze out on the pitch there. I think
it's what Yeovil have got it more than this first half, though, haven't they, than York City. It's sort of heading towards the south stand. You're right, it is swirling, but if you're saying in any direction, it's coming this way. Look at the flags and the way to our left-hand side.
If you look at them balloons over there, it's sort of they're all over the shop. So it's a bit of an excuse for Malachi then. But
Malachi over the top for Banks. He just couldn't bring it under control, otherwise he was in on the edge of the penalty area. Scuffed clearance once more by the visitors. It comes back to Fagan Walcott. He missed it earlier. Last kick of the game, Harrogate Town winner. The lifeline for Simon Weaver's side at the foot of League 2.
It'd be nice to play them next season, wouldn't it?
In League 2, yeah.
In League 2, yeah. Oh God, yes, in League 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Johnson to Hunt. Hunt comes forward again. He tells Banks to get on his bike. Fagan Walcott does instead. Intercepted at the back. Only comes back to Alex Hunt. Now it's Banks. Banks comes in field. It is attack against defence. 10 minutes gone. 0-0. How long can they keep City out? Boateng lifts it over the top, looking for Kitchen in the box. Kitchen won't get there. It goes into touch, and that'll be a goal kick. 0-0 it remains. Stuart Maynard again busily clapping away down here on this near side, having a swig of his water. He'd love that water to be beer, wouldn't he, or champagne tonight.
Champagne.
He's been on the non-alcoholic drinks now for over 2 months, I think it is. And saying he will not have an alcoholic drink until York are promoted.
Wow.
Well, let's hope it's this season.
This season. Be a long time otherwise.
Yeovil have it at the back in their own penalty area, moving it across to this left-hand side to Mafiko. Let's hope he isn't Mafiko as this game progresses. He's their version of Joe Felix, isn't he? He's a diminutive, shall we say, is Mafiko.
Yeah. Let's hope he's not as good as Joe Felix.
Yeah, well, Felix not in the matchday squad once more today. Pearce, long diagonal ball forward, that flicks off the head of Mafiko, and that'll be a York City throw-in. Level with the edge of the penalty area on this side. Jeff King gets the ball immediately off the cone and throws it to Banks. Banks to Fagan Walcott. Back to Banks. Banks first time ball into the box, but it's too deep. Who's coming in around the back? Brooks is going to pick it up on the far left-hand side of the penalty area. Lays it off back down the line to Kitchen. Kitchen now to Alex Hunt. He's encouraged to shoot by the south stand. Instead he feeds it off to Zach Johnson. Zach Johnson now to Ollie Banks, back on the right-hand side. Jeff King. Can he get his first York City goal in one of these final 2 games? Banks lifts it over the top again into the box, just ahead of Josh Stones. Outside of his foot, curling, lifted ball. He apologising for putting a little bit too much on it, but I think there's only Ollie Banks that actually tried that ball. Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous even trying it, and it nearly came off. He's got such an array of passing, Ollie Banks. Inside, outside, top of foot, left foot as well. What a signing.
Yeovil then at the back, goalless here on BBC Radio York. Down the line it goes onto Zach Johnson. King. Fagan Walcott at the back. Yeovil just sitting off though, City. They've no intention of trying to press at the back here, Ian.
No, they haven't.
The possession stats are going to be outstandingly in York City's favour if this continues. They must have already had over 90% of possession. Hunt to the right hand side to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott then turns back. Little ball inside to King. Ollie Banks wanted it in front of him, but King gives it to Boateng instead. Boateng across to the far side to Kitchen. Kitchen comes in field. In the shadow, it covers about a third of the pitch on that far side. Kitchen in the shadow, then plays it into the broad daylight for Zach Johnson. Alex Hunt on this right hand side. Look how deep they all are, Ian. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Banks.
The formation is 11.
Well, it's not exactly, but it's not far off, is it? It is. It's 2 banks of 5, virtually. Or 5-4, and Daly sort of suggested he may try and break a little bit further forward than the 4 midfielders. Kitchen, down the left-hand side to Brooks. Back once more to Kitchen.
I'm seeing a back 6 at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My word. Yeah. 6-4.
Boateng. Fagan Walcott.
And City just
Johnson.
need to be patient, keep moving the ball, keep moving Yeovil around. At some point, they'll break ranks.
Kitchen. Oh, there's no. They won't worry or fret about this, will they?
No.
That's the one thing we can be 100% certain of.
No. There's the runner.
Fagan Walcott over the top for Hunt. Defender gets his foot to it, but only finds Banks. Banks into the penalty area. Gets past his man. Ollie Banks to the right side across goal. Goalkeeper saves. Still not cleared yet. Bit of a scramble. King, can he get a shot? He has to lay it off to Boateng. Yeovil have got everyone back, and now City send it back out to the left-hand side. First real save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Banks brilliant again, finding space. Just sheer volume of players blocking the ball there.
Boateng. It can go back to Zach Johnson in the centre circle. Instead, he gives it to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott to Banks. Banks turns his man easily, and he'll lift it over to Fagan Walcott, who's burst forward into the box on this inside right. Fagan Walcott pulls it back. Who's there? Stones back to goal. Takes the shot, blocked by the defender. Far to the edge of the area, it comes to Kitchen. He lays it off to Hunt. The shots are starting to rain down on that penalty area on that goal. Banks to the right-hand side to Jeff King. King's tackled, and the green shirts have a chance to get a bit of possession, but they've played it back into their defensive third, back to Cousin Dawson, and then he runs into Jeff King, who's penalised for clattering into him in the penalty box, and the referee gives the away side the free kick. 0-0.
How good has Ollie Banks been? He's the one, isn't he? They're getting the ball to him, they're moving the ball around, keeping it well, moving Yeovil's players around, but they're looking ultimately to get that ball to the feet of Ollie Banks, knowing that he's got in his locker little dinks, little passes, little give and goes, 1-2s around the corners. He's got everything. And he's showing us a little bit of everything already in this first 15-16 minutes. He will break this team down at some point. And so important to his passing is the running off the ball. The running off the ball has been fantastic from Fagan Walcott, King, Stones, Hunt. They're all invested in the same sort of pattern, the right pattern that Stuart Maynard wants them to play.
Johnson gives it back to his goalkeeper Harrison Mail as they go long from the free kick. Mail gives it to Boateng. Boateng now can walk forward up towards halfway. Gives it to Banks. City on the break. Down the right hand side now to Jeff King. Yeovil trying to get men back. King puts an early ball into the box. Looking for Stones. Headed away by Yeovil man to the edge of the box. Pierce can't hold it up. And then he catches the heels there of a Yeovil man. And that'll be a free kick to the away team. And the referee will have a quiet word with Ollie Pierce.
Yeah, get that link up play between Banks and King. King knows if he makes a run that Banks will try and find him. And that's why that partnership works so well down this right hand side.
After today's results in the National League, it's starting to look like whoever it is that doesn't win the title, whether that's York, whether it's Rochdale, would be at home to Scunthorpe or Southend United in the playoffs.
I wouldn't fancy Southend. They're one of those teams that...
Well, they're a very experienced team.
Yeah.
And they got the job done a couple of times last season away from home, and were very unfortunate not to do it against Oldham in the final as well. But that's how it's looking as things stand, because there's still a week to go. Stones gets past his man, bursts forward. Right hand side, he's got Pierce in the middle. Referee plays advantage because he was checked. There's the Yeovil man gone down off the ball. Stones puts the ball into the box, can't beat the defender in the centre of the goal, and he clears upfield to Hunt. Hunt nods it forward once more to King. Yeovil still got a man down on the floor, rolling around, holding his face as though he's been poleaxed. The referee's not interested. Stones on this right hand side. Zach Johnson off the ball, just gone to check on the welfare of the Yeovil man. Stones gets past his man this right side, then he throws himself to the ground. Does the Yeovil man? Stones keeps hold of it somehow though. Brilliant again from Josh Stones as he tries to eke something out along the byline near the corner flag. Oh, and the defender flies into Stones and Stones keeps hold of it. That's got to be a free kick. And then Stones ends up being clattered, and Stones ends up being the one who ends up being fouling the Yeovil man. Is the referee getting a yellow card here for Josh Stones? But he does. But he was absolutely taken out virtually, and he stayed on his feet. Yeah, the linesman's got to tell the referee there. The Yeovil player got angry because his mate's down up here, and he went into Josh Stones so rash. Obviously it wound Stones up. Stones got to be cleverer there, see that coming, because we could do without him getting sending off today. But yeah, the foul was initially on Josh Stones. He absolutely piles in, does Cousin Dawson, I think it is. I'm just watching it again on here. He just runs at him and kicks Josh Stones, and then he does leave a foot in on the defender. So it's not a great tackle from Stones, but Stuart Maynard saying to the fourth official, you have to give the decision before that, and then it doesn't happen. And he's 100% spot on. Absolutely spot on. So 0-0 it remains, 18 minutes gone. Both teams are coming across and taking on some fluids. The Yeovil man's still getting a treatment in the centre circle. De Carry. I think it's Delan and McCoy Splat, who's on loan from Wimbledon, who's getting treatment. They've only got 5 subs, 4 outfield players as well of the away teams. This would be a blow if he has to go off. So they're down to the bare bones. Not that much experience as well with some of those outfield substitutes. And the second physio is now going on. In fact, there's 3 physios, so a doctor and 2 physios with McCoy Splat here, Ian. He might have to go off, you know. I don't see what happened.
I didn't see what happened, to be honest.
I think it was off the ball.
Did he get caught in the neck, maybe? Because he was holding his neck rather than his face. I wonder if he just maybe caught one to his... what's that?
Well, the referee wasn't interested. They are going to make a change. They're calling back one of their substitutes here.
Oh well. Apologies.
Although the substitute has completely ignored his manager. Now he's realised.
Yeah.
This will be an early change as we approach the halfway mark of this first half. Now the St John's ambulance, you don't see them very often these days, do you? Is coming on the pitch, and the York City physio as well has gone on to help.
That's not a good look then. I think he caught one to his neck. You know, like to the bone under your top of your chest.
Yeah.
And that was what he was holding when he was down there.
Robert Havercross taking the opportunity to do a bit of advertising.
Speed quizzing, getting a mention.
Enter the code 444-777.
Shall we enter, David?
Pardon?
Shall we enter?
No, I don't think so.
Found in today's edition of The Citizen, the York City match programme.
He's still down as the Yeovil man. Now he gets back to his feet. He looks...
Shoulder.
It's his shoulder, yeah. It does look okay, but I think he's going off. I'm not sure what's happened, to be perfectly honest, because he looks perfectly fine. He's holding his shoulder, but he doesn't look in any pain, does he? But there's 4 or 5 different medical staff out there with him. They thought it was relatively serious, you would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, he looks all right at the moment.
He's not like dislocated his collarbone or anything like that either, has he? So
if he did, you wouldn't be walking off like he is.
No.
Oh, he's fine. I think he's hurt his shoulder a little bit.
Well, the 4th official's got his board ready. He's still getting treatment on the pitch here, trying to do some time wasting. And is he coming back on?
Do you know what?
The substitute doesn't even know either. He's got stripped. He's putting his top on. He's saying, but I think the player said, "No, I want to carry on."
Is this just a way of time wasting?
The physio's still talking to her. This is just time wasting.
It is. They're just taking as long as they possibly can over this. And I think
he's off the pitch. Why is the game not back underway?
I think this is a ruse. Honestly, I think this has been. He's seen an opportunity to slow the game down.
But why has the referee not got the game underway? He's off the pitch. He's got to stop for 30 seconds now. So what are we waiting for?
Yeah, play the game, ref.
We can now get back underway, and he is going to come back on in a second. The goalkeeper's put that straight into touch from the free kick on this left-hand side. Stuart Menard goes to the person in the crowd that caught it and asks for the ball back. Gives it to Jeff King. City get the game back underway. So 0-0. That was a lengthy stoppage. So I assume we'll finish this first half behind everybody down at Cressing Road. Still goalless there, by the way, as well, between Braintree and Yeovil. City have it at the back. Yeovil with all 9 outfield players as it currently is behind the ball. And McCoy Splat ready to come back on when he's allowed to do so. Now he does. Full complement. 11 against 11. He gets booed on.
He's okay. He's had everyone's pants down there.
I think he has. Banks, long diagonal ball forward over the head of Stones through to the goalkeeper. It goes 0-0. Yeah. I don't know what else you can put it down to.
No, he's calmed everyone, and I'm guessing the management probably knew about it as well. But they made it look very serious. Oh, wow. That was hilarious.
Mafiko has just sliced that straight into touch. There's 2 balls on the pitch now. Banks puts the ball into the box. That's the head of Pierce. 1-0! Ollie Pierce! What a ball in again! It's that combination. The 2 Ollies. Ollie Banks to Pierce. Bang! In the bottom corner it goes from 8 yards out. Goalkeeper no chance. He's on fire, is Ollie Pierce. 34th goal now of the league season. York City 1, Yeovil Town 0.
What a ball in. Again, been saying it all game, been saying it for months. When Ollie Banks gets that chance to put the ball in the box, that's exactly what he does with absolute quality. And Ollie Pierce, well, If you get a quality ball put into the box, Ollie Pearce is going to put it in the back of the net, and that's what invariably ends up. What a goal. That is a great goal. Absolutely fantastic for York City. This place erupted there. And it's Ollie Pearce again. My word. What a header, by the way. Great cross from Banks.
The header is pinpoint, right in the bottom corner.
My word, he has hit that slap on the head right into the corner. And it deserved it. The ball deserved to end up in the back of the net from Ollie Banks. And Ollie Pearce duly obliged. And City flying.
Another example of why he's the Clubman of the Year.
Yeah.
And the Supporters Player of the Year. Ollie Pearce.
Best striker in the league. Bar none.
Staggering statistics.
Yeah.
68 goals in 97 appearances.
Frightening.
And then Banks is getting a bit down here on this near side, and he's not happy with Magnifico.
El Magnifico. It wasn't quite Magnifico.
It wasn't. Over at the back, there's Ellison. What will Yeovil do now? I don't think anything will change for them, will it, at the minute, I want to thought?
No, they'll still try and... Their plan must be to try and hit us on the breaks, they're hitting that deep. But that ain't working for them at the moment. City just been miles better. That's their bottom line.
Boateng tries to put a tackle in on the far side. The green and white hoops have it, though. McGavin. He plays it forward to the man who was down, McCoy Splat. Hunt nicks it back straight off him. I don't think he's put a pass right yet to a teammate.
Who, McCoy Splat?
Yeah.
That's what to say his name.
Every time he gets on the ball, Alex Hunt all over him like a rash.
Yeah.
Ollie Banks now on this near side. Banks, long diagonal, raking ball forward, looking for Brooks. And he's going to get there as well. That's a ridiculous pass. Brooks will get it near the corner flag. And then he goes to ground. And is that a corner kick? No, it's gone off Brooks last, and that'll be a goal kick, says the referee.
Ollie Banks, that's like prime Gerrard there, wasn't it? Swinging the ball, Beckham swinging the ball from right to left again. But he's done it so often this season. He did it for Ben Brooks for the goal down the other week. Just frightening.
I prefer Frank Lampard.
He couldn't do that.
On a weekend where Coventry City were promoted, the only side so far in the top 5 divisions of English football to be promoted, I don't think Bromley went up, did they?
No, he's rebuilt his managerial...
Can York City be the second here today?
Yeah. To be fair to Frank Lampard, he's rebuilt himself, hasn't he? With success, proven himself.
Malachi comes forward on the right-hand side. Still 0-0 at Cressing Road. So as things stand, this will do it for York City this afternoon.
What are you saying? Right now, we're champions-elect?
I think we were champions-elect before this game started, to be honest.
Feels more so now, though, doesn't it?
Johnson to Fagan. Well, it just puts a little bit more pressure on Rochdale, doesn't it? Because they'll know.
Reggie. They'll have heard that. They'll have heard that. All 85 of their fans down there will have definitely let the players know. So...
Fagan Walcott. Don't get me laughing. What a ball! Fagan Walcott straight through to bar.
Referee, man.
King's offside as he pulled it back and Pearce puts it over the bar. But what a ball from Malachi. He didn't know that Jeff King had run offside. He shouldn't be offside. But he has threaded that through the thirds, through the 2 line of defenders.
That was prime centre midfield football, wasn't it? But for Malachi, I don't know what he is. Is he a winger, a fullback, a striker, a midfielder?
He's just brilliant. That's what he is.
That's exactly what he is. Yeah. Centre-back extraordinaire.
Goal kick. They're wasting time from the goal kick as well. They've taken it once. Now the referee said, no, you know where the offside was from.
To be fair, if you're
the
them,
free kick.
and the sort of the chasing that they've had already, they're probably thinking 1-0 isn't a bad result to take back down to Yeovil.
Well, no.
You know,
there will have been players, I think, if you'd offered him at the start, would have probably taken 1-0.
Yeah. And the way City have set off, you know, they're not getting time to breathe, this lot, at the moment.
Cousin Dawson into McGavin in midfield. Cousin Dawson gets it back. I have to say, I'm not going to name him, but our Yeovil Town supporting a colleague down here on the press bench who lives in York, so he comes to watch a lot of York games with us. He told me Yeovil had a 0% chance of getting anything here today when I got in touch with him earlier in the week. He's doing commentary for their local radio now.
Full of confidence.
He knows his stuff so far. Down this near side, Ellison puts that straight into touch for a York City throw-in in front of the away bench. King takes it to Fagan Walcott. And it goes to Boateng in the centre circle. He moves it across to the left-hand side to Ben Brooks. Brooks now back to Mark Kitchen, the players' player of the season.
What a player he's been. What a signing Mark Kitchen has been. Crikey. Did Oldham know what they were doing? It's ridiculous.
Well, they offered him a new deal.
Wow.
But he chose to come to the Minster men.
He's fancied York City, hasn't he? And rightly so.
Oldham or York, where do you want to live, Ian?
It's absolutely.
He's from this neck of the woods as well, and he's from the North East.
Yeah.
So it was partly to do with that as well.
Yeah. No competition.
Zach Johnson across the left-hand side to Brooks, who'll be coming up against his former club next season, potentially.
Yeah. He must be loving his football at the moment, though. But if this goes all right this season, that's 2 promotions in 12 months.
Hunt to Banks. Banks, lovely ball in field to King. King gives it back to Banks. The wood just lifts up. Banks sends it forward to Fagan Walcott, edge of the area, back to goal. Holds his man off, keeps hold of the ball as well. Lays it off back to Banks. First time deep cross into the box. Pearce with a header, trying to go over the goalkeeper, and he does, but it goes over the bar as well. And it stays York City 1, Yeovil Town 0.
Again, Ollie Banks, absolutely central to everything York do in and around this top right-hand side of the goal. Gets the ball, doesn't even look up. He's putting crosses into areas that he expects his strikers to hit on the end of, and he's just reeks of quality. And he's getting better. It's like he's really sort of hit that vein of form where he's so confident in everything he does.
He's come to life in this last couple of months, and I almost said, I need to play. We mentioned it a few times earlier in the season. The bigger games against the other teams in the playoffs, he didn't start, because I don't know if they trusted him enough.
Maybe.
But now they certainly do, and he's one of the first names on the team sheet.
He offers too much in attack, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You can't leave him out.
Johnson to Banks. Banks now to Johnson. Back again to Ollie Banks. He's running this game alongside Alex Hunt.
He is. This is when you're here and watching it, he is literally running the show here. Him and Alex Hunt keeping the ball, but it's Banks with that unbelievable eye for a pass.
Brooks down the line, looking for Pearce around the back, just overhit. He's not going to get on the end of it. Goalkeeper's able to come and gather his Jed Ward.
Yeah. Hey, listen, any team with Jedwood in goal, we're going to give him a good go, aren't we?
I think you might have used that one before.
It was him, wasn't it? It was somewhere else, I think.
Boateng at the back.
There can't be 2 Jed Wards, can there?
It's a great name.
Twins,
the surname, at least.
Twins.
Hunt down this right-hand side for King. King comes infield, plays it forward to Fagan Walcott again, who's in front of him on this right wing. Fagan Walcott. He's got Ellison pushing him in his back, but he stays on his feet. He manages to turn away from him as well. Gives it to King. Now back to Banks. Banks back to King. They're just playing here with Yeovil on this right-hand side. Across the face of the penalty area it goes to Kitchen. He takes on the shot. It's blocked by Perrott. I don't think we've mentioned him. A striker playing virtually as a right wing back, or a right back I should say, sorry.
Banks and King are just toying with this Yeovil defence. They really are. You can see they're having fun. A second goal here, David, and this could be anything this afternoon.
It feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Brooks then with a long throw, level with the edge of the penalty area, far side of the field. And it comes now. That's a flatter one. Dealt with though by the first man. Headed clear, good header clear as well as far as Johnson, but they've got everyone back behind the ball, so it's just going to come straight back.
Popping it.
Banks, 35, 40 yards, takes on the shot, deflects, spins, picked up by Boateng. He'll take on the shot and it goes over the stand.
And out of the ground.
And out of the ground. Well, you know, once that gets put into a double tier stand, which you would think they're going to have to expand this ground sooner or later.
In a couple of years, yeah. In the Championship. We can dream.
Certainly can. Oh, they're taking the time off. The referee's just had a quiet word there with the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Now he takes the goal kick. Goalkeeper gets it back and hurriedly clears downfield. Daly heads it straight to Jeff King. They cannot string 3 or 4 passes together here, Yeovil.
I don't think they have they? Not 2 or 3 passes together at all. The City are stringing 8, 9, 10, 11 at any one time.
King.
Oh, Stones.
Fagan Walcott. So he thought about playing it over the top to Stones, who did make the run, but it didn't come. He gives it to Zach Johnson on the centre spot, and he comes forward out the centre circle and now turns and recycles it once more to Alex Hunt. Still 0-0 at Braintree. 1-0 here thanks to Ollie Pearce. Banks down the line for Jeff King once more by the corner flag. Puts a deep cross into the box. Headed clear by Cousin Dawson to the edge of the area. Then completed the clearance, but it falls straight to Banks once more. It's just going back. They need to leave at least one player upfield here.
Yeah.
To give themselves any sort of chance.
They've just got no outlet at all. As soon as they clear the ball, it's just going straight to a City player.
Banks.
What ball in by the way
to Brooks. King brilliant. Now to this right hand side to Fagan Walcott. Banks. Since I listened to, they didn't. McNulty, the Rochdale manager, didn't do a pre-match interview this week. He doesn't always do them. Manny Disarue did one, and he said one of the quotes in the middle of the interview was, "We have to keep believing," which sort of suggests that maybe not.
Yeah, maybe doubting themselves a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Well, I mean, City have come from, they had them games in hand.
Hunt, Fagan Walcott, and played in field. Banks just can't get on the end of it, and it's going to run into the penalty area. They have to turn here. Oh, they're giving it away to Fagan Walcott. It's still on goal. What can he do? He's going to be shot down. He should have had a shot. He's tried to walk it in. Now it goes to Stones. Malachi just blast it into the back of the net. And it comes now from King. From Banks, and then Fagan Walcott fouls the goalkeeper. Why didn't he take the shot on? He was through on goal in the 6-yard box.
He actually ran through them like they literally weren't there and was on the 6-yard box with the keeper to beat, and then tried to tick it round the keeper, but there was nowhere to go.
Just pass it past him.
That's why he's a centre back. Get back, Malachi. Come on.
He missed one against Altrincham, didn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah. I think it was almost. He got into that position. It was almost too easy. He couldn't believe he was in that much space. I think a little bit of a surprise there for him. Brilliant football, but just put your foot through it, lash it. It's in the back of the net. It would have been fantastic.
Yeovil have strung 6 passes here now. That's 7 as it goes on the right hand side.
It's good to see.
Jones, former Aldershot man, might be double figures now, Ian. Into midfield. Boateng's going to win it back there for York City. Puts the tackle in. Now the green-white shirts can get it on this left-hand side. They've come over halfway. Will Merry, first time we've mentioned his name as well. Back now at the back to Ellison. City are swarming round them though. Well, they've kept it well there of Yeovil. Right-hand side it goes now to McQuaina. He gives it once more to Jones. Jones back to McQuaina. The sun comes back out, and it's glorious when it does come out.
It's lovely and warm. It goes up 2 or 3 degrees, doesn't it, when the sun comes out?
Looking for a forward ball. That's a long ball forward. Looking for Mafiko. Fagan Walcott's going to deal with him all day long, though. Gives it to his goalkeeper, Harrison Mayle, who maybe could have had the afternoon off so far, apart from the kick-off. And he lays it long downfield onto the head of Ellison. Picked up by Boateng. Spins away from him. McGavin gets the loose ball. McGavin now to the far side of the ground to cousin Dawson. Into midfield it goes. McGavin. Tackle comes in by Boateng, and he tries to make a meal out of that. Does the Yeovil man, the way he fell theatrically, and he just gets pulled back to his feet by her and Boateng. The referee comes across and has a quiet word with the Yeovil man actually for trying to make more out of it than there actually was in there.
Yeah, Boateng was more than welcome to go for the ball. He was a little bit late, not much. I don't think he even caught the lad, to be honest. He's gone down like the proverbial sack of spuds. Boateng not getting the yellow card, referee not falling for them, which is good to see.
Just looking at the pictures I've got, there are actually more than how many did you say, Rochdale fans did you say would have gone to Braintree?
85, was it?
Yeah, I think there's a few more than that, looking at the decent number in the terrace behind the goal there. I reckon probably 400 or 500 will have made the long journey down. Jack Johnson's been caught out at the back here, and then Jeff King has to put the ball out for a corner kick. Just trying to be too clever, I think, Zach Johnson on his own byline. Got robbed of it by the Yeovil man. Jeff King comes across to help him out and puts it behind for a Yeovil corner kick. Yeah,
they mustn't be lured into thinking this is too easy. It has felt that way watching the game, and I'm guessing the players out there felt very comfortable on the ball, but you still got to do things right, and Zach Johnson just learning quickly there that if you take your eye off the ball, the Yeovil player will take it off you.
Gary Elphick's up.
Yeah, just a reminder, I think, innit? Get your heads on it, lads.
So McGavin comes across to take the corner kick, raises both of his hands, and now he'll swing it in. Swirling. Harrison Mayle. No one even challenged Harrison Mayle. He just didn't even get off the ground, just put his hands up and caught it.
Yeah.
And he clears long downfield, looking for Pearce. He's up there with 2 defenders. Touch. Brings it down brilliantly, Pearce. Lays it off to Kitchen. His first touch wasn't good enough, otherwise he was through on goal. And the defender now gets back and gives it back to his goalkeeper.
Did he even get the touch? It seemed to miss him, didn't it, the ball? Oh, Mark Kitchen, that would have been fantastic as well. Harrison Mayle's pop up. Pearce's first touch was a delight, and Kitchen making that mad run.
Rochdale have scored at Braintree. Braintree 0, Rochdale 1 is the latest score at Cressing Road.
Well,
as you were, everybody.
Yeah.
McGavin has it in the centre circle. There's a hush as that goal.
I think this whole
spreads
stadium
around.
has just realised, yeah. But we still got to just do what we got to do. Concentrate on today.
There's a long ball downfield, flicked on by Disarue, I think, and a little ball around the corner. There's acres and acres of space for whoever that is, number 18 for Rochdale, to slot it past the goalkeeper. Yep, so they lead by a goal to nil. City lead here by a goal to nil. McGavin to his left-hand side. Here comes Ellison at the back. Ellison back to his goalkeeper. He was outside his area, and Ward is able to clear onto the head of Fagan Walcott. Missed in midfield by the green shirts. Then they pick up the loose ball in the centre by Merry. Boateng can't do much with that, and the green shirts have then a little bit more possession this last couple of minutes of the away team. 38 minutes gone. City 1 up. Now down the right hand side it goes. Good tackle comes in from Ollie Pearce, who's dropped back in to help out his defence. And again it's McGavin in the shade. The shade slowly makes its way across from the west hand side towards the east. At the back, Quainer. Now to the right hand side once more to McGavin. He's going to try and lift it over the top. Puts it in behind Mark Kitchen. Zonton's there, gives it back to Mail, and he clears downfield. Stones wins that header. Well, only finds a green shirt. And they have it again at the back through Ellison. Ellison on this near side. He gives it then to Merry. Back to Ellison. McQuainer halfway inside his own half. Now across the right hand side it goes to Cousin Dawson. Down the line. Jones comes infield, turns away from his man, does well. Jones, square ball to McCoy Splat. McCoy Splat to this left hand side once more to Merry, edge of the penalty area, powers into the area, gets past Jeff King, goes to ground. That's a dive. That's a terrible dive. As the ball goes into touch for a goal kick. He did stick out a leg there, Jeff King, and it's a terrible dive. That should be a yellow card.
Yeah, Jeff King pulled his leg out.
How's he not going to get a yellow card? Jeff King's going to the referee. He's not going to give him a yellow card. Well, that's a yellow card all day long, I'm afraid, Mr. Drysdale.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking cheating. And to not get a yellow card for it.
Harrison Mel saying, why is it not a yellow card?
Yeah, it means he can try it again, doesn't it? Gives him the opportunity.
Yeah, not good.
Nah. I mean, Jeff King's done brilliantly there. Just pulled his leg out. Pulled it away in plenty of time. It's so obvious.
That's poor refereeing. Should he have dangled it in the first place, though, Jeff King? That's the question.
Maybe teased him. Seen it coming.
Well, yeah, but your referees are liable to give them. They're not great from time to time.
True.
Boateng in the centre. That was a terrible dive. It's about a second after the leg was pulled away as well.
Yeah, so clear. Embarrassing for Will Merry. Will Merry?
Ball down the field, long ball over the top from Boateng. Jed Ward comes and collects on the right hand side of his penalty area. He plays it out into the middle of the park. The right hand side to Cousin Dawson. Now back to McQuain, and since news of that Rochdale goal has spread around, the atmosphere's gone a bit quiet.
Yeah, but we still got to do this. Get the points.
City win the ball back. King drives towards the edge of the penalty. He's only got Stones in front of him, Jeff King. King plays it through to Stones. Stones on the right hand side. Tries to dink a shot away. Falls back to King in the box. King turns. Stones takes on the shot. Past the goalkeeper. 2-0. Completely deceived the goalkeeper, who moved across the right hand side. And Stones, from the edge of the box, just calmly placed it past his left hand side into the bottom corner. Easy as you like. York City 2, Yeovil Town 0.
That was a lovely finish, wasn't it? Jeff King working in there with him as well. It looked like the chance had gone. Then it falls back to Josh Stones, and my word, the most casual of side-footed finishes. The keeper was nowhere near it. He was diving. I think he'd gone for fish and chips. Just scraps again. Nowhere near the ball.
Where was he going?
I have no idea. Seriously, I think it was off to Miller's. That was an unbelievable goal. He didn't know what he was doing. And Stones had just guided it, past it, into the bottom corner.
The thing is, he's got a defender in front of him, Josh Stones, as well. So the only place he can go is the side he did go. The goalkeeper has just got it horribly wrong.
Horrendously wrong, yeah. But we'll take it. And Josh Stones over the moon with that.
Well, what we've seen so far, you'd suggest that was game, set and match.
You would. Yep, you don't want to get too cocky, but you just can't see how Yeovil get back into this.
They kick off again to the away team. So 42 minutes gone. Josh Stones is on the big scoreboard on the far side of the ground, eating an orange, that looked like, for his goal celebration. And Yeovil play it forward, looking for Daly. Kitchen gets there in front of him. He's going to be fouled. No, he stays on his feet, does Mark Kitchen, does brilliantly.
Quality.
Harrison Mail didn't want to come. He stayed in his 6-yard box. And City now give it to Alex Hunt on the edge of the area, and he'll give it back to his goalkeeper. York 2, Yeovil 0. Rochdale a goal to the good down at Braintree. Across to the far side it goes. Johnson. Now infield to Kitchen. Now Hunt. Fagan Walcott. You can hear the Yeovil fans standing up and having a sing-song over there. Having a go at some of the York fans in the West Stand. Johnson. To the left to Pearce, who's in the left wing-back position here. He just calmly lays it back off to Mark Kitchen. City's trying to see out till the half-time whistle, but there's going to be quite a bit of injury time here.
Yeah,
1 minute plus injury time to go. Fagan Walcott on the right to Banks. He has to wait for the ball to arrive. Didn't have much zip on it. Gives it back to Fagan Walcott. He comes infield to Boateng. Boateng. Now to Kitchen. Johnson. Fagan Walcott. King moves forward. He gives it to Banks on the right hand side. Banks, one touch to control. Second, whip a ball in onto the head. It comes of Ellison. Good header clear from him, only as far as King. Back to halfway with Banks. And now to Johnson. Across now again to the far side it goes to Kitchen. Kitchen into the centre circle once more to Johnson. Now to this right hand side to Jeff King. King lays it off back to Banks. He'll come in field this time. And pings it across once more to Mark Kitchen on the edge of the centre circle, left hand side of the field. Almost half now in shade and half in light is the pitch. 5 minutes goes up on the board. This right hand side it comes now to King. Good move this from City. Leaves it for Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott tries to get past his man, the edge of the box. Tackle comes in. King will get it back though and goes back to Alex Hunt. Alex Hunt 35 yards from goal. Threads it through to Fagan Walcott once more on the edge of the box. He lays it off to Banks. First time cross into the middle. Header clear from a Yeovil man, and then they scuff it clear second time as far as Jeff King, who controls on his chest. King turns and gives it back once more to Ollie Banks. City 2, Yeovil 0. 30 seconds of the additional 5 having been played here on BBC Radio York. Back once more to Kitchen. Johnson. Boateng. Again, everyone back behind the ball. Boateng lifts it over the top, looking for Pearce. Just got too much on it. Pearce applauds it, puts his hands on his head. It's a little bit lighter on the touch there, and he would have got on the end of that with Ollie Pearce. Here we're going to try and play out from the back this time. Back to the goalkeeper it goes though. Press comes on from Banks. Goalkeeper clears as far as Zach Johnson. His header hits the Yeovil man. Kitchen sends it skywards. On this left hand side now. Into midfield it comes. And Merry has it. On loan from Southampton, Will Merry. Got quite a few players out on loan around the National League this season of Southampton. Got a good youth set up down there. Through ball from Yeovil across the far side looking for Jones. He's not going to get there. Good play from Ben Brooks to get there first. He gives it to Harrison Mayle. Now to Fagan Walcott on the edge of his box. Back to the 6-yard box for Zach Johnson. Now again across to Malachi Fagan Walcott. City knocking it around calmly at the back.
Yeah, City have been total domination really. Yeovil have just tried to sort of stem the tide, but just too good City in the attack.
Also get well soon to Brian Vors, who is not here today. Season ticket holder. Normally see him up there in the hospitality.
Get well, Brian.
He's not feeling too good, so he's at home listening to us. Adam, his son, has got in touch, our Dubai correspondent, who will also be listening in.
You might have got a flight out, Adam.
You put the effort in, don't you, at times like this here?
Yeah, at times like this. A few thousand miles shouldn't get between you. We'll let him off there.
Johnson at the back. Kitchen. Back to Harrison Mayle it goes. Still 1-0 between Braintree and Rochdale as well. Football in a library, sing the away fans. Well, statistically, factually, that is probably correct.
Yep, definitely is a library here.
Mayle into Hunt in midfield. He drops in And he's going to lay it off to the left-hand side to Kitchen. Just under 2 minutes of additional 5 to go. City in cruise control. 2-0 up. Hunt. To Johnson. Back to Alex Hunt. Across this near side to Ollie Banks. Final attack of the half potentially. Plays it down the line. Pearce won't get on the end of that. Defender Ellison hopes to get there first. Pearce gets around the back of him, keeps it in play brilliantly. And then the offside flag goes up.
Really? It's saying the ball's gone out?
No, he said it has gone out for a goal kick. Not offside against Ollie Pearce. He did really well as well to get there on the end of that. Stuart Maynard's arguing with the fourth official. This fourth official looks really young down here on this near side.
He does. Yeah.
I don't know if Stuart Maynard can see from his position, but that's going out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah.
If I was the fourth official, I'd be saying that to him. Stuart, I don't think you have the greatest view from your position. I think it's half-time at Braintree with Rochdale leading by 1-0. Jeff King wins it back here for City. 40 seconds to go. Spins out. Played as it? No, referee says it stayed in field. Ollie Banks keeps it in. And Zach Johnson has it at the back. Johnson. Lays it up once more to Malachi Fagan-Walcott. Now to Ollie Banks, who'll come in field. You can see the clock right in front of him there as he plays it back to Zach Johnson. Across the left-hand side now to Mark Kitchen. Kitchen to Johnson. Fagan-Walcott. That's the 5 minutes up. The referee turns and has a look at the screen and a second look at the screen, and then immediately as it clicks over to 50 he blows his whistle. York City 2, Yeovil Town 0. Men against boys, one-way traffic. Goals from Ollie Pearce and Josh Stones. The front two, it's the least that York City deserving. They should be further ahead if you think of Malachi Fagan-Walcott refusing to take a shot inside the 6-yard box when all he had to do was slot it past the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it should be 3 or 4-0 already. It isn't. City lead 2-0. It's been a good half. They've been just too good for Yeovil, who haven't really shown much ambition, to be honest. I think their fans that have travelled all this way would like to see them do a little bit more in the second half, and if they do, I think City will probably take them to the cleaners.
Why is the Yeovil manager raced onto the field here to have a word with the referee, and now he's walking off with the referee, and the referee's pointed down here to this penalty area where the Yeovil player dived? He surely can't think that's a penalty.
Right, he needs to have a little look on his iPad when he gets into the dressing room, because it'd be embarrassing if that's what he's asking for. It really would.
He's run on as if he's furious there, and he's gone off. Can't believe what he's been told by the referee. But there we go. Yeah. That's the way these things go. Everyone seems to see it through their own glasses, don't they? Whichever side you support. At the break here, Sharon, it has been one-way traffic. York City have been really good in that first half. They lead Yeovil Town by 2-0.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Ian. Second half commentary to come then here on BBC Radio York. We'll have a look at the scores very shortly for you. Just to round up what's been going on elsewhere today in League 2, Harrogate Town beat Colchester by 1-0 to keep their hopes of survival in the Football League very much alive for the time being. And Scarborough Athletic came from behind to beat Merthyr Town 2-1 in National League North to keep their hopes alive of making the playoffs at the end of the season. Just one game left for Scarborough Athletic next week. And of course, commentary of all the remaining games here on BBC Radio York. So let's have a look then at the scores. Very conscious that we've not gone through the scores at all for you anywhere really this afternoon. So let's run through everything for you and bring you a bit of context as well. In the Premier League, Brentford 0, Fulham 0. Leeds United 3, Wolves 0. Newcastle 1, Bournemouth 2. And the latest score is Spurs 1, Brighton 1. That's at half-time. Also a 5:30 kickoff. Chelsea against Manchester United is at 8 o'clock. Moving through, the Lionesses are in action as well in the World Cup qualifiers. It's Iceland 0, England 1 at half-time in that game. Elsewhere into the Championship, Derby 1, Oxford United 0. Millwall 2, QPR 0. Portsmouth 1, Leicester 0. Bristol City 2, Norwich 4. Hull City 1, Birmingham City 1, Preston North End 0, West Brom 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Charlton 1, Swansea 1, Southampton 2, Watford 0, Sheffield United 2, Wrexham 2, Stoke 0. In League 1, Barnsley 2, Bradford City 2, Bolton 3, Huddersfield 3, Wimbledon 1, Plymouth 3, Exeter 3, Stockport 3, Leyton Orient 0, Rotherham 2, Mansfield 2, Luton Town 2, Northampton 1, Doncaster Rovers 3, Reading 1, Cardiff 3, Stevenage 2, Lincoln 2, Wickham 0, Blackpool 1. Into League 2, Barrow 1, Walsall 3, Swindon 2, Accrington 2, Cheltenham 1, Newport 0, Crawley 0, Shrewsbury 0, Crewe 1, MK Dons 3, Fleetwood 1, Chesterfield 1, Gillingham 1, Grimsby 4, Harrogate Town 1, Colchester 0, Notts County 1, Barnet 2, Oldham 1, Salford 2 and Tranmere 1, Bristol Rovers 2. Into the National League, Halifax Town 2, Southend 6, Brackley 2, Aldershot 1, Eastleigh 1, Tamworth 1, Gateshead 0, Woking 3, Hartlepool 2, Forest Green 1, Morecambe 0, Bournemouth 3, Solihull Moors 0, Boston 3, Sutton United 1, Altrincham 2, Truro 0, Carlisle 1, Wealdstone 1, Scunthorpe 1, and latest scores, half-time scores, Braintree 0, Rochdale 1, York City 2, Yeovil 0. So as it stands, who will win National League will go through to the final day of the season, with Rochdale and York City's results at the moment matching each other. Again, as we were saying at half-time in our previous kickoffs, still 45 minutes of football to go. Anything can happen, but Rochdale also leading in their game, just as York City are. And in National League North, Telford 1, Darlington 1, Curzon Ashton 0, Buxton 4, Fylde 4, Southport 0, Hereford 3, Radcliffe 1, Kings Lynn 1, Chorley 1, Leamington 2, Kidderminster 3, Macclesfield 0, Spennymoor 2, Marine 2, Alfreton 3, Oxford City 1, Chester 2, Scarborough 2, Merthyr 1, South Shields 1, Bedford 1 and Worksop 8, Peterborough Sports 0. There was a man sent off in that game, but even so, to lose 8-0, not particularly brilliant, is it? So let's have a look at the league tables. In the National League, we'll have a look at this, of course, at full time in the York City match. But as it stands, City are still leading Rochdale ahead of them by 2 points. That's all that really matters, isn't it? Because Carlisle are third with 92 points and whatever they do in their final game of the season is not going to affect the top two. Obviously, we've known that for a while now. That is clearly still the case as it stands with 1.5 games left of this league season. Let's have a look elsewhere in National League North. After the win this afternoon for Scarborough Athletic, they find themselves in 5th place with 1 game remaining with 72 points. They need to do something next week, basically. It's not confirmed yet. They play Bedford next Saturday afternoon. They are, at the moment, 2 points clear of Merthyr, who are just outside the playoff places in 8th. So it isn't exactly clear what they need to do without looking at the rest of the fixtures for next week. But they need to pick up something next week to absolutely keep it in their own hands and guarantee that they will get a playoff place for this season. Same as well for Harrogate Town, not in their own hands, but they've given themselves a fighting chance with a very, very late goal against Colchester. 1-0 win for them means they're just a point outside, off safety I should say, a point behind Newport and Tranmere with 2 games still to go in that one. So that was an absolutely crucial game for Harrogate Town, a crucial win I should say for Harrogate Town. We will hear from manager Simon Weaver very, very shortly, bringing you a reaction of what he had to say following that late win this afternoon at the Exercise Stadium.
The question has become more urgent. How do we sort fact from fiction? How can we believe what we see?
On BBC iPlayer. Famously unreliable things, memories.
You can't hack a memory.
Stranger things have happened. The Capture.
This is deep fake. This is correction.
Watch all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
That was loud, wasn't it? BBC Radio York Sport. 29 minutes past 6 is the time. Let's get reaction then from this afternoon's win for Harrogate Town. A 1-0 win against Colchester. A very, very late goal, which clinched them a vital 3 points in their battle for survival. He's been speaking, Simon Weaver, to Tim Steer.
Certainly the emotion that came out of everyone in the backroom staff and the crowd, and in terms of the volume of noise in the stadium, backing us, that's right up there, yeah. You get a bit concerned from my point of view not to get too giddy now, because the job's not done, but we're back in the fight, and we're in it to win this fight.
Because it puts you 1 point from safety with 2 to go. So what does that mean in terms of everybody at the club right now?
And then we have to embrace this challenge, and it's not complete yet, but it's a really, really good feeling to walk into a changing room and they're listening to Lionel Richie in there, and it was bouncing in there, and good choice of tune they put on, and quite right, they've got to enjoy this moment because it's tense, and we've given them a couple of days now to decompress and come back, knowing that they've made everyone proud today.
As that second half wore on, did you feel like a goal was coming?
I thought the tempo lifted. I think people can misconstrue it, when they're watching from the sideline thinking, oh, it's cagey, they're not bothered. Of course we're all bothered, but obviously with what's at stake, there's pressure, and pressure brings a caginess to games, and then it takes someone to create a spark, and we were searching for it. We made subs really early in the second half to re-energise it and reinvigorate, create a spark, and I thought they did that. I thought they did really well. I thought the previous lads had done well at the attritional game, keeping us in it. And obviously we wanted to come out all guns blazing, and there are a couple of efforts, but we needed that spark. And but the late set piece, you think, well, this would be an amazing moment if we could do this, and it's gone in through Jacob Slater, and I couldn't wish for a better guy for it to fall to, and a nicer guy.
His first goal for Harrogate Town as well. What a time to get it.
Yeah, what a guy, and he deserves it, and he probably won't sleep tonight because it was such a massive moment for him and for us.
What was it like for you on the touchline? What was it like for the whole bench when that ball went in?
Oh, crazy scenes, grown-ups behind me crying, and I was just a bit stunned really, because so many things have conspired against us this year, and it's just been hit after hit off the pitch as well as on it, and so much going off, but we are a resilient bunch, and people, a handful probably of people throwing insults out today, and you go, okay, yeah, it's part of the territory, it will never affect me. It's a shame that lads have to listen to that, but the ones that stay with us, we treasure, we love them to bits, and hopefully we've repaid that faith today, but we know that we've still got a job on.
You made some bold selection choices, 7 changes for today. How much was that in response to what happened at Newport, and how much was that looking at Colchester today?
A bit of both really, and you want lads to be knocking at the door wanting to start, and you give them an opportunity, but also a couple of return from injury like Tom Hill and Reece, who made a big impact when they played together at Tranmere, and Oldham, they're outstanding, so they were automatic choice in my head. Other reasons such as there's nerves, there's apprehension, there's energy sapping games. That was last week, and I need people with a point to prove and stir it a bit sometimes. So, right, come on, try and create that, a bit of momentum in the squad and a bit of bite in training. So, yeah, it was a long day yesterday speaking to all the players who weren't playing, but so be it. We've got a response.
With people like Henry and Chance not in the squad today, are they very much still in your thoughts though for the next?
Well, yes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Chance being absolutely brilliant. He's our future, isn't he? He's a centre back that's played right back, to be honest, and we want him coming back for pre-season, vying for that, main role at centre back, and he's done such a good job. Cassie was out injured for quite some time, and he took on the role and did really well. But I thought, today I went for Cassie's fresh legs on it, and just to give Chance a bit of a breather, to be honest.
Mason Bennett, until he went off, I thought he had a really good game, but is it another recurring injury with him? Yeah,
it seems to be that way. I did. I thought he showed ability for us up there, and in abundance. So, if that's the only injury to come out, it's probably our best outcome this season in terms of injuries during games. So, but it's a blow for us because we're another man down. I think it's still 7 out. It's been that way this season.
Just finally, on to Walsall next. The fact that it was a 99th minute winner, the adrenaline, the energy that brings, is it almost the best kind of way to win that game now going into a Walsall match next? Well,
I hope so, but what we've got to guard against is, after all, their show, the highs, and I had flash score on the other night. I was actually watching Colchester on my television, the game there, and following on flash score the Barrow game. And it was 1-0 down. I thought, I'm not going to check it. And suddenly I thought, no, I can't do that. So I checked it, and it went 1-1, then 2-1 within it. And you go, well, they had that ecstasy the other night. It switches. It happens every season. But we've got the benefit of experience, I guess, of being down there, for a few years and fighting it out. But this is tighter than ever.
Simon Weaver speaking to Tim Steer. It's BBC Radio York Sport, 25 to 7. We're through with you till at least 8 o'clock, depending on what happens in the York City game this evening. At the moment, they're leading 2-0 at half-time at home to Yeovil in the National League. Rochdale at the moment matching that scoreline. So as it stands, everything will go down to the final week to decide who will win the National League title for this year. And of course, with it, promotion to the Football League. But 45 minutes of football still to come, and we will have it here on BBC Radio York. I can tell you that the players are coming back out onto the pitch now. So let's see what will happen over the course of this second half. Let's return to the LNAR Community Stadium and rejoin your commentary team of Ian Dunn and David Ward.
Thank you, Sharon. Just watching Yeovil Town. I think they're preparing 2 of their 4 outfield subs here. So they're going to be making changes. There are no changes for York City at the break. Worcester City, Mail, Kitchen, Johnson, Fagan, Walcott, Brooks, Boateng, Hunt, King, Pearce, Banks and Stones. Pearce and Stones with the goals. Coming on here, Jonathan Page, a midfielder. He is coming on in place of... Look at my team sheet here, number 37, McCoy Splat. So he eventually has gone off. The man who was down for 5 minutes in the first half, appearing his own. He'd picked up a really bad injury. He clearly hadn't. And the other change sees Harvey Greenslade coming on. I don't know if you saw, Ian, what number was shown up there for Harvey Greenslade, but he's also coming on. Ordinarily a striker. Let me see who else is missing here. I think it is Mafiko, who was far from it in that first half, wasn't he? I think it was Dakari Mafiko in the left wing-back position. The referee waiting in the centre circle, checking with both goalkeepers. Whoever's on charge of the music on the public address hasn't turned it off yet, so we've just got a slight delay. There we go. We're now ready to get back underway. City 2 up at half-time. Rochdale, a goal to the good at Braintree. Wait till you see, if you haven't already seen it, the Braintree defending for the goal. Horrific.
Terrible.
Yep, afraid so. City kicking towards the south stand then in this second half.
21, Harvey Greenslade replacing 20.
I'll let Robert Havercock finish.
Dakari Mafiko. And number 23, Jonathan Page. He's replaced 37, Delano McCoy Splat.
Free kick given in the centre of the field. Johnson being penalised for a push. Yeovil take it quickly, and it goes to the far side of the ground. So City 2 up. Do you expect anything to change in this second half, Ian Dunn?
Not really, unless Yeovil start to show a little bit of ambition. I think it'll just be the same again. It'll be City one-way traffic. It's up to Yeovil, really. Right now, City have done more than enough to win this match, but as we know, 45 minutes to go. Anything can happen, I suppose. I hope Yeovil try, have a go at us a little bit.
How long does Josh Jones stay on for here on a yellow card? Looking ahead, thinking next week.
Good question. I'm not sure if Stu Maynard will be thinking about that right now.
He was he's not been criticised often this season, but I think the one time he was criticised was the time he left him on at Boreham Wood, when he looked as though he was maybe a bit of a walking second yellow that night, and he did get sent off.
He doesn't look like he's walking into another yellow, but you just know the way he plays, he gets stuck in, and sometimes just make a late challenge, then it might be worthwhile 55, 60 minutes looking after him. Not dropping him, leaving out, looking after him by bringing him off.
Yeah, he won't want to come off, but he's going to be vitally important next week against
massive
the big centre-back at Rochdale, who he enjoyed playing against here back in November. But anyway, City have it at the back. Mail picks up the ball and gives it away. On this left-hand side, shot comes in high over the bar. That was silly from York City. It was Johnson, I think, eventually who gave the ball away. Just get caught out. Just, I think, a bit of daydreaming from Zach Johnson, as he tends to do every now and then. Not very often, but maybe once or twice every single match. He seems to just get caught on the ball, doesn't he?
I think when he's coasting a little bit, like in the first half there, where he got done just before half-time, and just maybe almost, I hate to say it, almost too easy for him, and that concentration level, just if it drops just a bit at any level of football, it can sting you on your backside.
Mail clears. Goes long down the centre of the field. Headed forward by a Yeovil defender. The sun is back out here. The shade is now stretched across, though, to this far side, this near side, I should say, of the centre circle, and it goes into touch on halfway for a Yeovil throw-in. York City fans around are still making their way back to their seats at the start of this second half. They have it at the back with Finkers and Dawson. He gives it to McKenna. Back to his goalkeeper, Jed Ward. Now across the left-hand side. Ellison.
You didn't mean that.
Now across. It goes to Ollie Banks. He's fouled off the ball there, is Banks, and he's not happy, and he turns and looks at the defender there. It was Ellison who left a little bit in on Ollie Banks there. He doesn't need to react, and Banks now having a word with the linesman as if to say, you must have seen that, it was right in front of you. Banks gets it back. He does get targeted, doesn't he, Ollie Banks?
He does. It's because he's so good. You know, and players will know it. He's also got that swagger.
And the
about
referee's
him.
talking to him now as well from a good distance away. You can see him, and Banks just gives the referee the thumbs up. The referee probably just said, I did spot that, don't worry. If it happens again, I'm coming for that Yeovil defender. They have it in the middle of the park with McGavin. Turns away from Ollie Pearce. Lays it off down the left-hand side. Fagan Walcott takes a bit of a jog because he knows that's going to go into touch for a York City throw-in. Takes it off the cone and takes the throw-in straight back to Harrison Mayle. South Stand doing their best to get involved once more. Back it goes to Mayle. He clears long, looking for the ever-willing run of Josh Stones, and Stones gets there before his man. He's having his shirt pulled as well as Stones. Gets in front of John. Come on, referee.
Come on,
Stones
ref.
still got it into the box. It comes. Pulled back to Brooks. He just couldn't control it in front of the defender. It was brilliant from Josh Stones. It should have been a free kick as well. And,
outstanding from Stones.
to the left-hand side of the box now to Pearce. Pearce flies a nice ball into the middle. Headed clear as far as Jeff King, the back post. He lifts it back. Banks shoots. And deflects off the Yeovil defender as he flies in front of him. Loops over the bar. He could have blasted that, and he tried to do a little curling shot with the outside of his foot. York City have a corner.
Brilliant football from York City down that right-hand side. It starts with Josh Stones. Just sheer determination and willpower. Getting down the right-hand side. He should have had a free kick, but actually, do you know what? The referee gave him an advantage, and we nearly scored from it. So, good refereeing in the end.
Corner kick then. Hunt lifts both hands. Brooks is available if he wants to go short, and he gives it to Brooks. Brooks now gives it to Hunt, who's opened up the angle. Take on the shot as he did against Tamworth earlier in the season. Instead, he lays it back into the middle of the park to King. King now to Brooks on this near side. Ben Brooks tries to get past his man. Tackle comes in. York City throw in. Back to King it goes, and then Hunt in the centre circle for York. Yeovil again, everyone back behind the ball. Now across to Banks on the far side. Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott lifts it forward. Banks into the box. What a ball! Banks brings it down. Forced away from goal. Jinks it into the middle. Ward gets a hand on it and is able to catch it.
What a ball from Fagan Walcott, and the run from Banks, perfection almost.
It was a brilliant run, wasn't it? And the ball again from Fagan Walcott. The link-up play between those two is superb now.
Yeah, down that. It's, King, Fagan Walcott, Banks. God, if you're the opposition, you just don't know which one of them is going to turn up and run past you or pass the ball past you. Great options over there.
Fagan Walcott, City 2 up. Rochdale 1 up. All looking set for the Crown Hall Arena next week. 12:30 kickoff. Build up, of course, if that comes to that, throughout the week on BBC Radio York between 6 and 7 every night this week, Monday to Friday. Back to Mayle it goes. Mayle scuffs his clearance into midfield, gives it straight to McGavin. Ellison, now to McWecker. McKenna gives it back to McGavin, to cousin Dawson. McGavin, the captain. Nice ball around the corner. Hunt's going to tackle the Yeovil man. He does really well to keep hold of possession there. Then Kitchen wins it back for York City on this left-hand side, and it deflects into touch for a throw into the away team. They take it straight away back to cousin Dawson. Sent off in this game last season was Finn Cousin Dawson relatively early in it as well. The City racked up 4 goals. Ollie Pearce hat-trick. One of the young South Standers. Bare-chested, shirt swinging above his head. By the gate that caused all the trouble last week.
I had a word with Andy
Steward
Parks
guarding
yesterday.
that gate, all the gates actually.
Yeah.
Those 2 gates behind that goal today. Maybe lessons have been learned.
So I had a word with Andy Parks yesterday, just telling him, don't take your top off, not tomorrow.
Hunt Fagan Walcott again over the top, looking for Banks around the back,
ball.
and he's going to get there. Ollie Banks.
Oh, no.
Little juggle. Good save from the goalkeeper. He tries to ball it in. Stones with the header. Oh, he's cleared off the line. Great save from Ward, who got back in there. Almost 3-0. Perfect goal that would have been for York City. The move, Fagan Walcott to Banks, the volley, and then the save from the header back from Josh Jones. He claws it away from the goal and out for a corner kick.
How would you describe the ball from Fagan Walcott? Was brilliant. The run from Banks was better. Even better than that was Banks' first, second and third touches. The ball didn't touch the ground. He kept it. It was like he was juggling with the ball. He brought it out of the sky and juggled with it. And then the shot. Oh, good save from the keeper. Great football from York City. I mean, Ollie Banks has been absolutely outstanding this afternoon. Everything he's done.
Hunt just raises the left arm this time. Then it comes now into the box. Flicks off over Yeovil man. Still not cleared. Forced to Boateng. Blocked on the line and goes out for a goal kick.
Oh, he'd be kicking himself.
He's pulled it wide as Boateng.
Yeah, he's just lashed at it with his left foot as well, favoured foot. It just lashed at it. Maybe just needs a bit more composure there from Boateng. But again, City showing all the signs that they're going for this third goal. They really are. They're playing well. They're motoring. And Yeovil hanging on really at the moment. They're hanging on massively.
God, they're playing around the back, and Pearce has intercepted for York City. He doesn't know where the ball's gone. It's gone back towards their own goal. McKenna in the right back position, under pressure from Stones. Gives it Finkers and Dawson. Kitchen then wins it back for City. Stones, Boateng as the tackles fly in. And then the green and white hoops get it back. Brooks is going to be penalised. Free kick to the away team. And the referee is going to ensure that they take it from the right place. Well, 2-0 it remains here. 1-0 down at Cressing Road.
How it's still 2-0, I have no idea, because City have done everything here to make it. This is a 4-0 game already at the moment. They take even half the chances. Great football from City though.
Diagonal ball forward, Johnson. Yeah, Yeovil, I know City got a really good record against them, but the last few times I've watched Yeovil when they've played York, they've been really poor. Offered absolutely nothing going forward, both home and away in both games last season and the same this season.
Yeah, we made them look exceptionally poor today, but I don't think they've helped themselves by sitting so deep. There's nobody staying up front for them to have an outlet, get the ball away from their goal and try and hold it up. They are literally getting 11 men behind the ball at all times almost.
Johnson.
They're not really getting any joy out of it.
Mail.
Out of this game.
Mail on the edge of his penalty area, the ball at his feet. All purple kit. He'll send it long. Looking for Stones. McKenna gets the header. Gives it to McGavin. Now to Ellison. Left hand side. Cleared by Greenslade. Only as far as Alex Hunt. Boateng runs forward and a run offside, so Hunt keeps hold of the ball and gives it to the right instead to King. King thinks about putting it across and gives it to Hunt. Right hand side of the penalty area. Hunt drags his cross, doesn't beat the first man, and the green shirts come away with it on that far side of the field. Boateng trying to win it back for York City, and with Jeff King, they're getting each other's way in the end, and the green shirts have got a few forward here of Yeovil. Across this right hand side it comes to Jones, edge of the penalty area. Still got it, lays it off down the line. Brooks, easy interception from him. It's going to go behind for a Yeovil corner kick, their second of the game.
Yeah, and City just need to concentrate. They've had so much of the game, David. It's untrue. But Yeovil, every time they get a corner, you just think, all it takes is a bit of slack defending or a lack of concentration, and suddenly the game looks different.
We want the clean sheet to York City because everyone's gone back into the penalty area. Now Ollie Pearce is saying, no, I'm going to go upfield here and stand on halfway.
There's a real tussle going on right underneath Harrison Mail there.
There is,
Brooks.
Yeah. It's the Yeovil player, to be honest, all over Ben Brooks.
Yeah.
Trying to rugby tackle him in there. And Ben Brooks just saying that to the referee. So the referee goes and has a quiet word.
Yeah,
There's still pushing and shoving going on in there. Corner's about to be delivered from this near side. And it comes down, of course, everyone goes down the box. Harrison Mail has a free punch clear to the edge of the area. McGavin completely misses the volley, and the referee says there was pushing in there. Free kick to York City.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All pushing and shoving at corners. In fact, he's given the free kick outside the area. He said there was a push there as well. City take the free kick quickly. Yeovil still trying to get back in position. Kitchen comes forward on the inside left. Goes back to Johnson. Now across to Fagan Walcott. To Banks. Ollie Banks, a lull once more in the atmosphere. Boateng. Johnson. Fagan Walcott on halfway, right hand side of the field, gives it to Jeff King. King down the line for Banks, back to goal. Tackle comes in from behind.
That's
bad tackle.
referee.
Banks gets up immediately and wants to go after the guy here, and the referee is going to get the yellow card out straight away to him. It is twice. It's the same guy as last time. Banks just had enough about him to leave it to the referee.
Yeah.
Ellison goes into the book.
Yeah, I noticed Malachi Fagan Walcott ran to Banks there to just stop him doing any more than he was going to do. He was mad, and rightly so. He's been targeted twice now by the same player, and at last getting a yellow card. Dirty play.
Free kick to York then, right against the right hand side touchline, halfway between the halfway line and the penalty box.
Is anyone marking Zach Johnson at the back post here?
Well, not at the minute.
They've not even seen him.
Stay onside. All the York City
onside.
players are offside at the minute. They'll drop back in, will the Yeovil players, as they get ready to take this free kick.
There's no one near
And
that.
it comes now. Comes off a Yeovil man to the edge of the area to Boateng. Boateng now to Johnson. Johnson goes back to Pearce. The first time he's back to goal. He'll loop across into the middle over the head of Stones. Cleared.
Was offside.
And he's offside.
Yeah, I think he was. Linesman's got it right. Josh Jones caught in the box there. Stuart Maynard screaming at his players. He wants to keep them on the toes, make sure they keep working hard.
Kane, former Crawley man there in that relegation mix in League 2 at Crawley Town, along with Harrogate Town, who won today. Last kick of the game winner for them. Who else is down there? Tranmere, they were beaten again. The bottom of League 2. Barrow, they were beaten. Pearce to Boateng, just outside the box. Boateng puts a deep cross into the middle. Banks was lining up a volley. Defender gets there in front of him to put it out for a corner kick.
Great ball in from Hiram Boateng as well. Left foot, sort of side foot ping. Hard to describe, but he didn't half whiz it in. Yeah, Ollie Banks just lining his volley up there before the Yeovil defender cleared it.
Far side of the field then. Brooks goes across to take it.
You're going to look at Yeovil looking at the players warming up for City. It's frightening. Dan Batty, Greg Ollie down there, ready to come on if needed.
We've reached the hour mark. City 2 up.
Yeah.
Ball about to come in from Brooks. And then it comes now. That's got a bit of whip on it. Into the middle. 2 Yeovil players go for the same ball, and it goes back out of play for another corner on this near side.
They both headed it out.
So Hunt takes them from this near side. Brooks from the far side. Everyone back in their penalty area for Yeovil. They don't leave anyone up when they've got a bit of defending to do from one of these corners.
Light rain forecast, can you believe that?
I don't look like it at the minute. Hunt, and it comes now. Comes off the Yeovil man again. It's Ellison gets his head to it. Boateng can't get the better of his man over that far side. And Merry tries sending it forward. Brooks, though, will get the better of the defender then in the centre of the field.
Well
and
done.
free kick goes to York City's way.
Yeah, well done referee. Well done Ben Brooks. He's come into his own as well, hasn't he, in recent weeks, Ben Brooks?
Every day he has, yeah. Every time I turn to my right hand side, which is where my monitor is, Braintree are on the attack.
Come on, Braintree. Can you do it?
Whatever happens, if it does go down to that game, there is certainly nothing to fear by going to Rochdale next week for this York City side.
Not with this team.
Pin it down the side of the wall here from the free kick. Banks trying to put a cross in. Missed out the goalkeeper. Kitchen puts it into the side netting. The crowd behind the goal thought it had gone in.
That's a ridiculous ball in from Banks again. It's unbelievable. Absolutely outstanding he's been today, again. And Kitchen just couldn't quite wrap his left foot around it. It looked for all the world it had gone in the back of the net, but no, it hit the side netting.
Cross it comes this near side in front of us to Cousin Dawson. Down the line, he sends it to Jones. I have to say, the black numbers on the back of the green and white stripes are horrendous, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't know what colour you would have on them, though. Green and white stripes do not lend themselves to anything.
It'd have to be something bright and garish, but at least you'd be able to read them.
Yeah. It just doesn't. You just can't.
Look, the names in black on the green, they might as well not be there.
No.
There's absolutely no chance of reading what that says.
It's got the names on them.
Yeah.
Oh, they have. Oh my word! I didn't even on the green.
Yeah, on the green.
So it's pointless.
Absolutely. Johnson. Boateng. South Stand making the most of what they hope will be a final last hurrah at the LNER this season. Fagan Walcott, Banks, King, Boateng. Hunt. The possession continues to be dominated, completely dominated by York City.
Yeah.
Brooks, this is a nice move. Hunt just couldn't take the ball in his stride, hits his heel, and the Glovers get it back on the far side of the field. And they knock it across their penalty area, and that's a nice ball to cousin Dawson. He plays it into midfield. Laid off, Kitchen wins it back for City. Kitchen. Boateng. Brooks. Now Pearce. And Pearce, once again, just tells everyone to calm down, gives it back to Zach Johnson.
Kitchen had made the run for him though. He wasn't happy. He wanted the ball.
King. Banks. King gets it back on the right by the corner flag. Turns one way. Lays it off back down the line, and he's caught late. Nothing given by the assistant. Right in front of the fans. Banks comes across the face of the penalty area. Then a little cheeky back heel as he tries to thread it through to Pearce. And the defender throws himself to ground, and the referee gives the free kick.
I think Banks just laid a little late one on the defender there. A little bit of retribution for the earlier challenge on himself, and then one on his mate King over there.
3 Yeovil players are going to the referee here to say how is Ollie Banks allowed to leave a little late one if that is what happened. The linesman didn't give it again. It's right in front of him. At least they didn't make everyone aware that he'd given a free kick. And Ellison, who it was booked before for leaving a late one on Ollie Banks, gets back to his feet.
I think Ollie Banks knew who he was kicking there.
McKenna. Cousin Dawson. Down this right hand side, long ball over the top. Kitchen will deal with that, no problem. Gives it back to Johnson. Johnson once more back to Harrison Mayle. Fagan Walcott. Oh, look at the space now for Banks. They've been opened up here. What a cross-field ball. That is from Banks straight to Pearce. Pearce comes in field. He's got players in front of him. He'll send it across the far side. Looking for Stones around the back. Stones is onside. It's forced wide though. A little bit of head tennis as he keeps control of the ball. Lays it off back then to Banks. Banks tries to get a cross in. Hits the Yeovil man. Appeals for handball. Nothing doing there.
Yeah, Yeovil actually pressed high there against City and got caught out, as you'd expect.
In midfield, Yeovil in the centre circle. Across the left-hand side it goes to Greenslade. Back then into the middle of the park. Listen to the noise from the 8,000 York City fans that are in here this afternoon or this evening now. Floodlights turned on. Don't say they're taking hold yet, but they've been turned on.
Yeah, what a noise. Getting behind the team. The team will know it as well.
McKenna, cousin Dawson.
They might think Rochdale has conceded.
Ellison. They haven't, everybody.
No,
it's still 1-0.
No.
Sent forward. Is it going to be kept in field? It is, by the Yeovil man, but he's got Fagan Walcott to get past first, so good luck with that.
I think he did just sneak out of first gear there, Fagan Walcott. There you go.
But he's won it back.
Yeah.
Little back heel from Banks to get back. Fagan Walcott through to Stones. He's through. He's onside. He's forced wide. They're getting defenders back. Stones, edge of the area. It's forced even further wide. Goalkeeper has to save with his legs. Rebounds to Banks on the edge of the area, and the green shirts have it.
Yeah. It's a great ball again from Fagan Walcott. Stones took it in his stride. He was never quite favourite to get the shot off though there, Josh Stones. A decent shot off.
Yeovil going to get caught on this here. Yeah. There's a little tug of the shirt though by Banks, and that's a free kick, and Ollie Banks might get a yellow card here for that tug of the shirt.
Oh, that's for the 1, 2, 3.
He's pointed to 3 or 4 different areas of the pitch as the referee. Yellow card, Ollie Banks.
So I would get Ollie Banks off now. I think we need him next week. If they got a yellow card, if they got sent off today, they would miss next week.
Next week, yeah.
So it's not worth the risk at this point, I don't think. He's got to be exceptionally careful now, both him and Stones.
Free kick then.
Wouldn't mess about. We've got the players to come on. Nothing would change dramatically.
Cousin Dawson to McKenna. Long ball over the top. Flicked back in field by the Yeovil striker, by Daly. Well, City have got, 4 men there? No Yeovil players? King gives it back to his goalkeeper, Harrison Mayle. Looking for a 38th clean sheet since arriving at York City a couple of years back. Johnson to Kitchen. Over halfway. The Yeovil manager telling all his players to get back behind the ball. They see him waving vigorously. Get back, get back. Defend this 2-0 defeat.
Hilarious. Yeah. We're not taking chances, lads. It's 2-0 down.
Everything he said about having a go.
Yeah, nonsense.
The pre-match, absolute. Banks on the far side. To Hunt, edge of the box. Hunt, little give and go with Pearce. Hunt gets it back around the back. Hunt takes on the shot, deflects behind for another corner kick to York City. Their 5th of this second half.
Lovely intricate football in and around that 18-yard box between Pearce and Hunt on this occasion, but it's been a feature all match. Feature for weeks, actually, how City play. They mix it up really well by knocking it long, but when they get in that final third, the little 1-2 give and goes around the corners that they do, just full of creativity and invention. And that's why teams struggle. That's why we've scored 112 goals this season.
112 now, yeah.
My word.
Brooks goes short to the edge of the box to Banks. He's closed down. He's still got it though, Banks.
No.
And then outside of his right foot takes on the killing shot. Is blocked. Rebounds to King. Brooks once more from a deep position will put the cross into the box. One in the air by Fagan Walcott. Doesn't know where it is. And then a Yeovil man's going to be fouled there by Johnson. Free kick to the away team on the edge of their own penalty area. 2-0 it remains to York City, halfway point of this second half.
Yeah, that's it. Well deserved 2-0, but really, really could and should have been 3, maybe 4.
Down the left they come. They've got it in behind Jeff King here of Yeovil. 2 subs about to come on here for York City. Greg Ollie and Joe Gray, I imagine, for Stones and Banks.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There'll be a standing ovation for both of those two.
Massive, yeah. They've. Banks has just been superb. And Josh Stones
got in behind
does.
King again on that right hand side into the York City penalty area. It's opened up here for the Yeovil man. Shot is blocked by Fagan Walcott. They got him twice there behind Jeff King, relatively easily there did Yeovil. They're going to be a triple change. I wonder if Jeff King's going to be taken off as well to save him, because they have got in really easily, haven't they, in the last couple of minutes down that side. Yeah,
and they don't want him getting a yellow card or a booking or whatever, sending off. Late lunging tackle. It looks like Fallowfield.
So Fallowfield's coming on here. Probably will be Jeff King, you know.
Yeah.
So Fallowfield, Ollie and Gray. York City have a goal kick.
It's just sensible management. I think if those are the players that come off, it makes total sense. God, Craig, if you're Yeovil looking across at the players coming on.
Mail clears long. They'll have to wait. Looking for Stones. The other man gets his header to it. I've just lost one of my stickers.
You still collect stickers? Panini?
My player stickers. Johnson at the back. Goes back now to Harrison Mail. And when this ball goes out of play, the substitution we made, and Ian will get up off his seat and go and get me that sticker back.
Will I?
You will.
Where has it gone?
Just by the side of our colleague here, down the side of his box. The whole crowd on their feet. Zach Johnson. By the side of the box. Hiram Boateng. Well, on the top here for Brooks, who's got in round the back on this near side, left-hand side, pulls it back to the edge of the box. Who's there? Hunt! And he puts it wide of goal. Should have scored. Well done, Ian. You've earned your money today. So goal kick. Now the changes will take place. Let's see who's coming off. Ollie is coming on for Stones. Where's he going off, Josh Jones? Oh, he's applauding to 3 sides of the ground here. Oh, well, 4 sides, isn't it, today, of course? With the York fans behind the goal away to our right-hand side as well. Joe Gray is coming on for Ollie Banks. It's as we thought it would be. High five between Pearce and Stones, the 2 goal scorers. And Fallowfield. It will be for Jeff King, I think. Jeff King's making his way across this side of the field. Oh, we read that one correctly, Ian.
Yeah. Who'd have thought we'd been watching York City all season?
You would.
But it's good management, isn't it? Sensible management. Nothing more than you expect from this manager. He's a clever guy. He knows what he's doing. and he's done the right thing here.
And I think that is the last we're going to see of the sun, as it just starts to dip behind the stand at the far side. So that's the signal for me to put my gilet on.
I think the heated gilet is coming on now, David, just to keep the heat in.
It's not that cold.
Yeah, it's the last time I get to use it this season.
It's April, isn't it? You should be in your shorts.
I know, that is true.
You let yourself down again.
Banks and number 2, Ryan Fallowfield.
Yeovil have it at the back. Cousin Dawson then keeps it in play. How long we got left here? 17 minutes plus a bit of injury time. City 2-0 up. Rochdale 1-0 up. Which sort of sums up where we are this season, really. York's victories in general have been a little bit more comfortable than Rochdale's have, especially in recent weeks.
Yeah, I'd agree. Rochdale are sort of huffing and puffing. They've needed last-minute goals, and mind you, so have we. We've had, Altrincham and what have you. So it's been exciting, if nothing else.
Could be a final appearance here at the LNER for Ryan Fallowfield. This, of course, today. 145 York City appearances. And the one man really, and I'm going to ask if we can speak to him this week, because he's the one man who's been here through the really tough times for York City, and the pressures of being involved in that side compared to being involved in this side must be completely different.
Absolutely, and he came, we saw him at Harrogate, didn't we? He's a really good competitor for Harrogate, and he's been a quality player for York City. Who knows what happens with his future, but whenever he plays, whenever he gets called upon, he never lets City down, that's for sure.
Across this near side, it comes to the York City penalty area. Zach Johnson now to Harrison Mail. There is a bit of a party atmosphere now, especially away to our left-hand side in the south stand, because it does feel as though this game is done and dusted. You might as well enjoy it, even though it looks as though it's all going to go down to that one-game shootout next week. The longer it's 1-0 though at Braintree, Rochdale might just be nipping a little bit. They could just, they have wobbled a bit this last few weeks, and the longer that's 1-0, the more, I would say they'd be more worried that they get caught out by Braintree. All it takes is a rash tackle by York City
kick
in the middle of the park, and they win it back. Kitchen gives it to Boateng. Now it's Alex Hunt. Gets it back off Ryan Fallowfield. When we score, we're on the pitch. Sing the South Standers with their arms outstretched. I wonder what they're talking about. Joe Gray picks it up.
There's 18 of those that might not come on the pitch though, just in case.
Yeah. Ben Brooks.
Two and you're out.
Back to Kitchen. Johnson now. Cross to Fagan Walcott on the far side. Gray. Fallowfield. Ball over the top, looking for Fagan Walcott, who continues his run forward. He can't get on the end of that one. It's going to be picked up though by Yeovil actually on that far side, as Alex Hunt can't bring it under control. And then they skip past Hiram Boateng. That's going to be a yellow card for Hiram Boateng, who injures himself in the process, but I think he'll be alright. Just hobbles away from that. There's a former Mansfield man. His 10th yellow card in the league. We're way past the cut-off for that, so he doesn't have to worry about a suspension. No,
I think he felt he had to pull that foul out there because City were maybe short on numbers and Yeovil were breaking with a bit of pace. He was always giving the free kick away there, Boateng. Another good signing here on Boateng. He's been outstanding this season.
Yeah, superb. First choice.
Yep.
Well, all season really, isn't it? Long ball down the centre. The Yeovil man, the edge of the penalty area. Good tackle comes in from Zach Johnson. He almost got the better of Mark Kitchen there, but Zach Johnson was there to help out his mate. The one real chance that Yeovil possibly had of scoring a goal here today, that was.
It's like when one struggles, they've got the mate to back them up, get them out of trouble.
Exactly what it is. Dan Batty getting ready to come on as well.
Well,
down here. The chant continues. When we score, we're on the pitch. I wonder how concerned they are, the SMC and the stewards down there at that left-hand side, if they realise it is very much tongue-in-cheek. I'm assuming it's tongue-in-cheek.
Or is it?
Johnson.
The joke went round that they can't ban 2,000 of us.
Well, that's why the timing last week was so ridiculous, because I've yet to find a team, if they get promoted at home, where there hasn't been a massive pitch invasion at any level, at any time, any year. It always happens, so you can't then just go banning everybody.
Usually at the end of the season, that kind of happens anyway.
It used to happen every year at Bootham Crescent back in the day when I was a kid, It's tradition, wasn't it? No one was going down there and wrecking the place.
No, just going on to celebrate your season with your heroes.
Fagan Walcott. Back it goes to Johnson. City 2, Yeovil 0. 77 minutes gone. Braintree 0, Rochdale 1. at Cressing Road. Dan Batty ready to come on here for York City. For Boateng, I would have thought now he's on the yellow card again.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I bet it might have been Hunt, because they like to rotate Hunt and Batty, but Boateng on a yellow card, that would be the sensible thing to do.
Kitchen to Johnson. Johnson to the right hand side to Fagan Walcott. He'll come in field, just inside the oval half of the field. Back to Boateng, might be his last action of this game. Fallowfield, Gray does well to turn with his man brilliantly from Joe Gray. He raced forward towards the edge of the box now, gets past the second man, the edge of the box, and then the ball just runs away from him. Just asked a little bit too much of himself, really.
Yeah.
And there's a pull back on the shirt there by Fagan Walcott, and that'll be a free kick. And now Dan Batty will come on for Hiram Boateng.
Yeah, good call, David. Had to be. Good decision. I think he took a bit of a knock as well, Boateng, in that foul, in the yellow card. What a good season he has had. Hiram Boateng getting standing ovation going off, David. The fans love him. Yeah, he should lap this up, because the fans are showing you their appreciation here.
So he makes his way off. High fives Dan Batty, shake hands. He comes up.
Bridge Hotel and Spa Weatherby, fourth substitution for the Minster men. 18 Dan Batty replacing 21 Hiram Boateng.
So say Hiram Boateng, the awards night the other night. My wife turned around to me and said, "Who's that?" It was Hiram.
Who's that? In what sort of way?
Yeah, apparently he's not the only one who took a bit of a shine to Hiram as well.
You need to be worried.
Well, I hope not. Ollie can't put a tackle in on his man here. Cousin Dawson brushes past him on this near side. Fagan Walcott now to Batty. Batty, where's he going with this? To the right hand side to Fagan Walcott. Alex Newby's warming up all by himself down this near side. Just go on, Stuart, you got one more sub left. Please put me on. Give me a chance.
Yeah.
Johnson.
He'd love to get on, wouldn't he? You could see it. He wants to get on that field.
Kitchen. Back he goes to Dan Batty.
I'm not sure how keen the Yeovil players will be to get on those subs down there.
Well, they've only got 2 more outfield players they could bring on. If they're only naming 4 on the bench, 2 at half time.
Yeah.
And they're academy lads as well.
Yeah.
May give them 5 minutes.
Word. Number 30 looks very young.
Batty drives forward to the right hand side to Fallowfield. Fallowfield, Gray, Batty, Fallowfield, all very tight over there, trying to work a bit of space. Batty gives away possession, but Gray wins it back for York City on the edge of the penalty area, right hand side. Joe Gray lifts it into the box behind Pearce. It's going to fall to him now, takes on the volley, but he's offside anyway as Ollie Pearce. There's been a lot of offsides in this game.
There has been a lot of offsides, and it's just the speed at which we're playing, at which we're attacking. I think it's just caught Ollie Pearce out there.
Goal kick.
Callum Howe's coming on.
Free kick. Oh, Callum Howe is. Sorry, Alex, you're not.
Yeah. He's coming on for Zach Johnson.
He is. Well, again,
another
is this a final
signing?
Hurrah for Callum Howe at the LNER.
What about Zach Johnson, David?
Yeah, and for Zach Johnson.
Potentially. What a signing he would be if City could get him across the line.
Where's Ollie Pearce? Off goes the captain's armband. He gives it to Alex Hunt, and he gets transferred across to the big number 5.
Nice to see. Nice to see. He's been outstanding as well, Callum Howe, these last couple of seasons.
Callum Howe replacing 29 Zach Johnson.
Play back underway. The away team have it at the back, and it spins into touch. Jones. Despite not having too much money, Yeovil paid a 5-figure fee for Ryan Jones from Aldershot. Into midfield it comes, won back by Mark Kitchen brilliantly. Kitchen goes back to Batty. Batty now to Fallowfield. Dan Batty. Gray. Batty still getting the shoot call from the South Standers, but that'd be crazy to be shooting from there when you got to beat about 10 of the players to get it through.
Shoot, yeah. Oh, the police are moving in, David.
Oh, they're booing for the police coming in.
Police moving in.
Left hand side.
Because they've just been told the fans are running on the pitch.
When we score, we're on the pitch.
And the 4 policemen down there are probably thinking. Yeah,
there's a few more than 4, but yes.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, lots of stewards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 policemen just walked in to just put them off, maybe.
Fagan Walcott to Gray. Gray gets past 2 Yeovil players and he's pulled back. Still got it though, Gray.
It's a foul.
Now he'll be pulled back. A yellow card will come out as well. And this is a red card. I think it's his second yellow, is it? Is it the same guy or is it another one? No, it's a different guy.
No. Oh, forecast of rain was absolutely spot on.
It was, can't believe it.
Just starting now with the sunshine. This is a proper April shower. Which is what you could call Yeovil. Sorry, uncalled for.
So free kick then to York City for the pullback.
Well, the police are going to get that thing that's on the field already, that down there, that Yorkie thing. That would be funny.
Go and nick him.
That would be funny. Arm behind his back, getting escorted off.
I wonder if he turned up on his bike again like he did back in the... I know it wasn't the same Yorkie. Back at Bootham Crescent. What happened now? Hunt lifts it into the box, headed away by Yeovil defender as far as Howe. I'm still looking for his first goal this season. First goal in over a year now it is, since he last scored. City recycle it back to Fallowfield on the right hand side. Again he'll swing a deep cross in. Coming in around the back. Kitchen can't keep it in play. Goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah,
just too much on it there, Ryan Fallowfield.
Tonight's LNER Community Stadium match attendance figure is 8,219.
Wow.
8,219 is the attendance.
Which is a total of 209 away supporters.
A good old turnout. 209 from Yeovil. They're playing for nothing. But they're going to get wet now. As are we all.
Well, it's not like being stood on the Grosvenor Road end, is it? They'll be all right over there.
Everywhere we go.
It's quite heavy, this rain.
Yeah.
The sun is shining again. The rain is pouring down.
It's coming down.
Hunt. The centre of the field, 5 minutes to go. Forward to Pearce. Pearce holds off his man, plays it through to Fallowfield. He's going to get him before the goalkeeper, is he? No, goalkeeper as well does Ward. And he clears as far as Kitchen.
There's a lot of movement around us. I don't think it's people leaving. I think it's people getting into position.
Well, we're getting drenched now, Ian.
That's what I mean. Get away from the rain. Can we move?
City out at the back with Howe, and the sting has been completely taken out of this game.
Yeah, it's done. It's over.
Still just 1-0 at Cressing Road. They're a couple of minutes ahead of us here.
Third goal would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to toast the season. We're going to get drenched here. My word.
We are. Nice ball from Ollie, but it can't get it over the defender on this near side. And Yeovil will have it again at the back. It's been a bit of a non-event at times this second half. A couple of really good chances for York City. Alex Hunt, Ollie Banks. Unfortunately, maybe not to score. Boateng. Well, they've just calmly seen the game out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Here, City.
Yeah, I think City are happy with 2-0 and Yeovil are ecstatic at 2-0.
Right hand side. Gray is fouled again. That's probably the third or fourth time he's been fouled since coming on. City take it to Howe. Now to Alex Hunt. Hunt.
This water on the pitch should just give it a nice little zip about it.
Batty. So yeah, all roads will lead to the Crown Oil next week. Capacity crowd. Capacity, you have to say, has been set by Rochdale because it's still a couple of thousand short of capacity.
Which is amazing. Surely you want more bodies in, wouldn't you? Get the money and get the atmosphere.
Yeah, they know they'll make a lot of noise, though, the York City fans.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, I'm not sure what time we'll be on air. Maybe earlier than 12 o'clock next week. We'll get that confirmed during the week and let you know. It's a 12:30 kickoff. Fallowfield, Batty, Fagan Walcott. Back to Howe.
A lot of people
into the 90th minute now at Braintree. Still Rochdale a goal up. Batty over the top, looking for Fallowfield. Appeals for offside from Yeovil, not given by the assistant, but they clear their lines. Back to the goalkeeper Ward it goes again. Ellison. McGavin. Well,
it's a goal!
Braintree equalised. It sounds like they might have done, in injury time, right at the end of this game. There may be a Braintree goal, and Stuart Maynard has turned to the stand and he's looking and puffing out his cheeks. It's still not up on my monitor. We will let you know in a second. But surely that roar means there has been a Braintree goal. I'm being told there has been an equaliser for the home side. Wow! Here we go, Ian! Here we go!
Here we go, indeed!
City have it at the back.
Oh, my word! Oh, my word! Take a deep breath, boys! And ladies! Girls and boys!
Wow. Looking at some of the club staff as they're walking past them. That's the sign for the police. Look how many police officers have now turned up down that side, and they're being roundly booed.
Yeah, let us enjoy it, my word.
Look at the players all looking at each other. They're talking to the Yeovil players as well now. We've got 1 minute left on the clock here. Is this the day?
This could be champions.
Is this the minute, the next 5 or so minutes that York City go back to the Football League? They have it at the back. There's still a few minutes left in this game. Batty at the back for York City. Now it's Kitchen. City knocking it around. Now they go long down the centre of the field, looking for Ollie Pearce. And City giving a free kick for a tug on Pearce. Hunt can take it quickly, but the ball's rolling, so he won't. Free kick in the centre circle. The ball's about to go up down beneath us. 1-1 between Braintree and Rochdale.
I didn't say anything. I've a bit lost my words here. This is... It's everything you dreamt.
3 minutes goes up on the board. Remember, they're ahead of us at Braintree. I can't hear what I'm being told in my ears. It's just too noisy.
Keep calm. Keep as calm as we possibly can.
I can't hear what you're saying, Ian. I'm sorry. Keep calm.
Keep calm. My word.
Down the right-hand side, Fallowfield for Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott into the box, Pierce the little cheeky back heel, comes all the way across to Brooks. He can't control it. It comes out of the penalty box. Now he pulls it back to Mark Kitchen. Kitchen to Hunt, 35 yards, he's going to shoot, It's blocked. And they'll clear their lines. Will Yeovil. Kitchen. Listen to the noise.
My word. I'm speechless here. This is on the cusp of something absolutely magical.
It's John Akinde, that got the goal for Braintree.
Oh, wow, Big John.
Big John Akinde.
Big John Akinde. What a player. We know him.
The big man.
We love him. He's a hero here in these parts of North Yorkshire. We just got to keep it cool, keep it calm. What happens, happens. But City right now is looking pretty good.
City come forward down the right-hand side. Can they top it off with a third goal? Fagan Walcott on the right wing. Round the back to Fallowfield. Pull back. Just can't find a red shirt. Still got it in the box, though, of City. Joe Gray. Give it to Mark Kitchen. Joe Gray takes the shot and scores! A third goal! That could cap it off for York City! A brilliant finish from Joe Gray! He goes to celebrate right in front of the South Standers when they came on to the advertising hoardings last week. He's celebrating with them. They're staying in the stand, but the players have made their way to exactly the same point as that all happened. York City have a third. They're going to the EFL, we think. York City 3, Yeovil Town 0.
Oh my word. What a goal as well, by the way, Joe Gray. But it doesn't matter. It's what happens at Braintree right now. Can that goal from John Akinde give City the championship?
Joe's home shirt is currently sponsored.
Everyone's glued to phone. I'm looking around. Everyone's looking at the phones, David. This is a massive, massive moment in York City's history.
Who have they gone for here?
It's got to be Ollie Banks.
Number 28, Ollie Banks.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt.
You are correct, Mr. Dunn.
I'm just looking across. I'm seeing the Uglers over there. Marvin's there. They're coming down the steps. They're believing, but they don't want to believe.
They don't. Everyone is on their feet. Absolutely everyone is on their feet. The cameras are down there on the edge of that technical area, waiting for the full-time whistle at Braintree. Yeovil clear their lines. Headed clear by Fagan Walcott. Hunt to Pearce. He hooks it over his shoulder. Sends go back towards your own goal. Yeovil nodded back to Ward. Ward comes out of the penalty area. Down this near side it comes to Kitchen. We've played 3.5 minutes of stoppage time. Julian Ugler is giving out hugs here in the press box. The match hasn't even finished. Here's Robert Havercroft. Please stay off the pitch, everybody. And they're roundly booed once more. City leading by 3-0. Still playing at Braintree, I think. 1-1 in the 7th minute of added time there. Surely it has to be all over. There's the final whistle here. York City win by 3-0. Pearce, Stones and Gray. And now everyone is coming across this near side. And Ollie Pearce is just telling everyone to stay calm as we await news from Cressing Road. Josh Stones with both hands on his face. All the players just loitering, waiting for news about what is happening elsewhere. Ian Dunn.
I don't know what to say. I'm literally... This is as nerve-wracking as I've ever been, David, in anything to do with football right now. They're
all in a huddle. The York City players are all in a huddle watching the game down there. I have never seen scenes like this. Robert's now trying to keep everyone up to date with what is going on at Braintree on the public address. Everyone, the Wi-Fi and everything has gone down here in the stadium. Everyone is on their phones. I can't get on anything. We've been booted off absolutely everything. So we're just going to have to rely on somebody. This is so close, Ian Dunn.
This is unbearable. I just don't want to hear Ian Henderson's name, David. That 41-year-old again.
I don't think you're going to hear Ian Henderson's name. Let's hope we don't. Let's hope we don't. Final seconds. Everyone still gathered round, all those York City players and backroom staff, all the cameras down there with them. Just waiting. Ollie Pearce has got his shirt over his face with his fingers crossed. In front of him is Ollie Pearce down there on this near side. How long's left, he's saying to the crowd up here. In front of us is Ollie Pearce. How long is left? Everyone just stood around waiting for the full-time whistle at Braintree. They 1-1, an injury time goal from John Akindi. Hopefully guiding York City to the EFL. The scenes away to our left-hand side. The crowd again. The lads behind that goal still on the top of the advertising hoardings with waving their shirts in the air. All bare-chested. Everyone still waiting. The Yeovil players shaking hands with their small band of supporters at the far side of the ground. Rochdale have just scored again. Right at the death. Rochdale have what looks like a winning goal. Oh, wow, Ian Dunn. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
And the York City players can't believe it as well. They almost look crestfallen. They can't be. They shouldn't be crestfallen, Ian Dunn.
No, that is so important that they don't. This is football. This is the ups and... the highs and lows of football. You can't believe that has happened. How long's left at Braintree?
I don't know, but it must be done.
They've played 10 minutes of stoppage time.
Now.
Oh my word. How many late goals have they scored recently?
Oh, you don't know what to say, do you, really?
No, this is
so near yet so far still.
And they mustn't let this affect them, because nothing changes from 10-15 minutes ago. We had to go to Rochdale.
Finished. Braintree have been beaten by Rochdale. They've done it again of Rochdale.
I don't believe it. So close. You could taste it. You can't believe it. Oh, we were there. These boys have got to lift themselves, David. We've all got a part to play. We've all got to get behind this team, lift the spirits for next Saturday, and we go again and we beat Rochdale. That is, what we can do. We can do exactly that. This team can do it. They know they can. They've got to believe they can. And go to Rochdale and get that win that we need.
And Callum Howe is geeing up the South Standers there, just telling them to raise the noise levels. Don't be downhearted. Don't be downhearted. We are in the driving seat.
Absolutely.
A win, a draw.
Rochdale
just
won't
don't
want to play
lose.
us. The last team they want to play is us. Trust me. They must not feel at all down about this. That's football. It's a test. It's a challenge. And it's one that this City side will overcome.
And what a finish to the season. You couldn't have scripted it, could you, really? Unbelievable finish as the York City players just start to make their way off down the tunnel away to our right-hand side very slowly. Then they'll be back out on the field, I think, for a full lap of honour, I would have thought. But heartbreak right at the end. Heartbreak. Braintree just unable to hold on to that draw against Rochdale. Going down by 2-1. Stuart Maynard now in front of the South Stand lads as well, thumping his chest. And he now slowly makes his way towards the tunnel away to our right-hand side. There are smiles down there. Julianne Ugler was shot a bit early on, giving everyone the hugs around here, I think, while the game was still ongoing. Terry Espin away to our left-hand side, can't quite believe what's been going on. Oh, Ian, what an afternoon we have to look forward to next week.
Yes, listen, we've got a cup final. We've got a cup final next Saturday afternoon. It's going to be fantastic for this team. And I tell you what, these fans will absolutely lap it up next Saturday in Rochdale. We'll go there and give them a right good old game and hopefully win that match and get what we deserve, basically. Get up into that football league, because this team has made a city proud of it. It really has. Everyone should be proud as punch. And I tell you what, the noise at Spotland next week, or what's it called? The Crown Oil Arena, will be electric. It'll be unbelievable. The build-up will be immense. Next Saturday, the journey across the Pennines, it'll be unbelievable. And we know that this team can do it, David. I
don't think they're coming back out actually to do a lap of honour, because most of the stands have emptied pretty sharpish here, actually. That was the most underwhelming lap of celebration I think I've ever seen from any team at the end of that game. There was none of the really getting the crowd going behind the South Stand. They tried, Callum Howe tried, and Stuart Maynard tried a little bit. But oh my word, Ian Dunn.
We were there. We were seconds away, and Rochdale feel that gives them the advantage. What we mustn't do is let them believe that. They mustn't get that advantage. We've got to, and we know Stuart Maynard. We know what his players are like, the mentality are like. It's heartbreaking. Julian's just coming up. I've got to.
Off come Ian Dunn's headphones. He puts his mic down and gives Julianne a hug. Almost looks like he has tears in his eyes. But no reason for anyone at York City to have tears in their eyes. There is still a massive, massive opportunity next